feel it, don't you? The weight pressing down on you. The invisible chains tightening around your life. The nagging voice in the back of your mind whispering that something is wrong. Because there is a war happening right now. A war for your mind, your body, your time, your money, your freedom. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize they're in it. They wake up, clock in, consume the distractions fed to them, obey the rules they never questioned, and fall asleep thinking they're in control. They're not. They are prisoners of a system designed to keep them weak, blind, and obedient. And if you don't wake up now, you will be one of them. This is not about paranoia. This is not about conspiracy. This is about reality. The reality that you are either mastering your life or you are being mastered. There is no neutral ground. You either take control or you are controlled. You either move or you are left behind. You either break free or you spend your life serving those who already have. Lesson 1. Control your mind before they do. The war isn't coming. It's already here. Not with guns, not with armies, but with whispers, with screens, with the endless flood of distractions designed to keep you blind, deaf, and dumb. You think you're in control? You think you're making your own choices? Then tell me, when was the last time you sat in silence, truly alone with your thoughts, without the pull of your phone, the noise of the world, the constant feed of empty entertainment? Exactly. You are being programmed. Every day, every hour, and you don't even see it. They tell you what to think. They tell you what matters. They tell you who to hate, what to fear, what to desire. They manipulate your emotions, feed you distractions, keep you busy enough to never question why your life feels stagnant. And if you don't wake up and seize control of your own mind, then you are nothing more than a pawn, a puppet in a game you didn't even realize you were playing. The system is built on your weakness. They count on your complacency. They profit from your attention. They mold you into a consumer, a worker, a follower, anything but a leader, anything but a true individual. Your greatest mistake? Thinking that the battle is external, that the chains are physical. No, the real war is in your mind. The thoughts you allow in, the emotions you let control you, the beliefs you accept without questioning. You were never meant to be weak. You were never meant to be a slave. But they have spent years, decades, generations conditioning you to believe that you are powerless. How to break free? Eliminate the noise, turn it off. The mindless scrolling, the useless debates, the empty distractions. Every moment wasted on nonsense is a moment stolen from your own power. Read what strengthens you. Fill your mind with wisdom, not garbage. Study strategy. Study power. Study wealth, influence, and discipline. Your mind, the harder it is for them to control you. Control your inputs. Control your reality. Guard your attention like your life depends on it. Because it does. If you don't filter what enters your mind, you will become whatever they feed you. Master your emotions. Fear, anger, envy. These are weapons they use against you. Learn to control them, or they will control you. React emotionally, and you are easy to manipulate. Stay centered, and you become untouchable. Think for yourself. Completely question everything, every belief, every rule, every truth they hand you. Who benefits from you believing it? Who profits from your compliance? Find the answers, then decide for yourself. You are either the master or the slave. There is no in between. Either you command your mind or someone else does. Either you think for yourself or they think for you. You cannot afford to be weak. You cannot afford to be distracted. The longer you remain blind, the deeper the chains sink in. Wake up. Fight back. Take your mind back before it's too late. Lesson 4. Eliminate toxic dependencies. They keep you hooked for a reason. Addictions, comforts, relationships, everything you cling to, everything you need. It's been designed that way. Because the more you depend on something, the easier you are to control. Think about it. What happens if they take away your vices, your distractions, your coping mechanisms? You panic. You break. You crawl back, begging for the same chains you swore you could live without. They have you hooked. And that is exactly where they want you. What owns you? The truth is, if you cannot walk away from it, you do not own it. It owns you. Alcohol, drugs, junk food, porn, social media, cheap dopamine. They are all leashes, keeping you weak, keeping you numb, keeping you distracted from the war that is raging all around you. And it doesn't stop there. Toxic relationships, fake friends, a partner who drains you, manipulates you, or keeps you tied to the version of yourself you're trying to escape. A job you hate but need. A lifestyle you maintain just to impress people who wouldn't care if you disappeared tomorrow. Every one of these things is a shackle. And the longer you stay bound to them, the harder it becomes to break free. The hard question: does it serve you or does it control you? Kill your addictions before they kill you. If it numbs you, if it slows you down, if it keeps you weak, it's a weapon being used against you. Cut it out or be owned by it forever. Burn the bridges that lead nowhere. You cannot rise while being surrounded by anchors. Fake friendships, dead-end relationships, energy-draining people. They will not save you. Let them go. Stop worshiping comfort. Comfort is a drug. It lulls you into stagnation, makes you forget the war you're supposed to be fighting. Embrace the struggle. Seek the hardship. Build the resilience they don't want you to have. Detach from material lies. The car, the house, the luxuries they dangle in front of you. Are they serving you, or are they keeping you enslaved? Own things that increase your power, not things that trap you in debt. Learn to stand alone. True power is in self-sufficiency. If you need validation, if you need approval, if you need someone else to tell you who you are already lost. Cut the chains before they tighten the system. Want you dependent on their products, their distractions, their rules. But if you eliminate every toxic attachment, every unnecessary weight, every false crutch, then you become something terrifying to them. A man who cannot be controlled. And in this war, that is the most dangerous thing you can be. Lesson 2. Master your money, or it will master you. They don't need to lock you in a cell to keep you enslaved. They don't need chains. They don't need guards. All they need is debt. All they need is a system that convinces you to trade your life for a paycheck, to spend every dime you make on things that keep you in the cycle. They don't take your freedom outright. They make you sell it willingly. And you do. Every day. A job that drains you. A lifestyle that keeps you broke. A system that bleeds you dry, one paycheck at a time. You think you're free? Look around. You work for your landlord. You work for the bank. You work for the corporations that designed a world where you can never truly get ahead. And the sickest part? You've been conditioned to accept it. But make no mistake, you are in financial slavery. And until you master your money, you will never break free. Every dollar is a weapon. Use it or be used. Money is either your greatest tool or your greatest enemy. It's the difference between control and being controlled. The rich don't trade time for money. They make money work for them. They own. They invest. They multiply. The poor, they spend. They lease. They finance. They stay trapped. This is not about luck. It's not about fairness. It's about understanding the game and refusing to be a pawn. How to escape the paycheck trap. Stop buying liabilities. A new car, a bigger house, fancy clothes, useless status symbols. Every dollar you waste on these things is another day you stay enslaved. Stop financing your own prison, invest, or stay broke forever. You will never save your way to freedom. You must invest. Stocks, real estate, businesses, assets that work while you sleep. Every dollar that isn't making you more money is a wasted soldier in your war for freedom. Build multiple streams of income. One paycheck is a leash. If they can fire you, they control you. Create income that no one can take away from you. Side hustles, investments, ownership. Live below your means. For now. You don't need to flex. You don't need to impress people who don't care about you. Sacrifice today so you can dominate tomorrow. The system counts on your impatience. Don't give them the satisfaction. Leverage debt. Don't be owned by it. The rich use debt as a tool. The poor drown in it. Understand the difference. Debt that makes you money is a weapon. Debt that takes your money is a chain. Learn the game. Every dollar is a choice. Freedom or slavery. Money is not evil. It is power. And if you don't learn to master it, someone else will use it to master you. The war is not just for your mind. It's for your future, your options, your ability to walk away from anything that doesn't serve you. But that freedom will never come from another paycheck. Wake up. Master your money. Because the alternative is a lifetime of chains. Lesson 5. Move with urgency. The war isn't coming. It's already here. And while you sit there, debating your next move, waiting for the right time, the enemy advances. The system strengthens. The chains tighten. But you don't see it, because they have tricked you into believing you have time. You don't. Every second wasted is an opportunity lost. Every moment of hesitation is another inch of ground given to the forces that want to keep you weak, broke, distracted, and trapped. You think you can afford to wait? You think success will still be there when you finally feel ready? Wake up. The battlefield does not care about your excuses. The world will not wait for you to be comfortable. You move now, or you get left behind. There is no right time, only now. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow. I just need to prepare more. The timing isn't right yet. Lies. Every single one. Fear disguises itself as logic. Indecision wears the mask of patience. And every time you hesitate, you train yourself to be weaker. Meanwhile, someone else, someone hungrier, more ruthless, more willing to act, is taking the opportunity you were too slow to grab. The cost of hesitation is everything. Your wealth. The sooner you invest, the sooner you escape the paycheck trap. But wait too long, and you stay in the cycle forever. Your strength. You don't train today? That's another day spent weaker than you should be. Another day your enemies are getting ahead. Your freedom. Every moment wasted is another link in your chains. The longer you delay, the harder it becomes to break free. How to develop. Relentless urgency. Destroy the someday mentality. There is no perfect moment. There is no magic sign. Decide, act, adapt. That's how winners operate. Move before you feel ready. Readiness is an illusion. If you wait to feel prepared, you'll be waiting forever. Jump. Build wings on the way down. Make time your weapon, not your enemy. Time can either be a tool or a trap. Use it wisely. Every hour should be pushing you toward power, freedom, and control. Stop overthinking. Start doing. Perfectionism is just another form of fear. You don't need the perfect plan. You need momentum. Start now. Fix it along the way. Operate like you're running out of time. Because you are. If you knew you only had 6 months to escape your current situation, how would you act? Move with that level of urgency every single day. Win the race or be left behind. The world does not wait for slow movers. The ones who hesitate, who overthink, who sit on the sidelines, they do not get to win. Only strike first. So, what's it going to be? Another wasted day? Or the day you finally take control? The war is here. The time is now. Move. To those who have been with us, the grim-faced warriors who refuse to be controlled, who fight every day to sharpen their minds, master their money, and break free from the chains of weakness, welcome back. You already know what this is. You've seen the truth. You've felt the fire. And you know there's no turning back. But to those who are just waking up, to the ones who feel that pull in their soul, the urge to break free, to take control, to become something more than what the system has designed for you, this is your call to arms. This is more than motivation, more than advice. This is a movement for those who refuse to be another nameless worker, another faceless pawn, another weak and obedient follower in a world built to keep you asleep. Here, we build warriors. We forge strength. We teach you how to take back what's yours, your mind, your wealth, your power, your life. The war is real. The chains are tightening. The time to act is now. So if you're ready to rise, if you're ready to think for yourself, move with urgency, and become the master of your own destiny, then subscribe. Join the Grim Face movement. Step into the fight. Because no one is coming to save you. You either become unstoppable, or you remain a slave. The choice is yours. You were told to take it easy, to be kind to yourself, to move at your own pace. They lied to you. The world doesn't care about your comfort. Success doesn't wait for you to feel ready. Strength isn't built on ease. Everything you want, power, success, control over your life, comes at a cost. And that cost is discipline. But most people won't pay it. Most people will trade their future for comfort. Most people will surrender to their weakness and call it self-care. Not you. Not here. These lessons are for the ones who refuse to stay weak. The ones who are done lying to themselves. The ones who are ready to face the brutal truth and become unbreakable. If you're looking for motivation, leave now. If you're looking for an easy path, this is not for you. But if you're ready to kill your excuses, crush your weakness, and take control of your life, then listen carefully. Lesson 1. The lie of modern self-care. They told you self-care was the answer. They told you to take it easy, to be kind to yourself, to rest. But what they didn't tell you is that self-care can be the very thing that's destroying you. You think you're healing, but you're just avoiding the discomfort of discipline, avoiding the hard truths about your life, avoiding the pain of change. Because change hurts, growth hurts, and comfort feels good. So you call it self-care. You tell yourself you need a break. You convince yourself you deserve to take it easy. And slowly, without realizing it, you start rotting from the inside. This is how it begins. One skipped workout because you're too tired. One day off from chasing your goals because you need to rest. One mindless distraction to help you unwind. And just like that, self-care becomes self-sabotage. The world has fed you a lie that tells you that you can grow without suffering, a lie that tells you that you can become great without discomfort, a lie that tells you that weakness is okay as long as you wrap it in soft words. But let me tell you the truth. No one who ever became powerful did so by being comfortable. The greats did not pamper themselves into success. They broke themselves down and built something greater from the ashes. So ask yourself, is your self-care making you stronger? Or is it making you soft? Is your self-care helping you grow? Or is it helping you escape? Is your self-care truly necessary? Or is it just another excuse? Because the difference between the weak and the powerful is simple. The weak chase comfort. The powerful chase discipline. So what are you really doing? Healing or hiding? Growing or running? Taking care of yourself or slowly killing your potential? Think about it and choose wisely. Lesson 2. The hidden cost of false self-care. Self-care feels good. That's why it's so dangerous. At first, it's just a break, a small indulgence, a day off. You tell yourself it's harmless, that it's necessary. But weakness never arrives with a warning. It sneaks in disguised as comfort. You think you're recharging. You think you're being kind to yourself. But every time you trade discipline for ease, you weaken your grip on your own destiny. Because here's the truth. Comfort is a slow death. And the worst part? You don't even realize it's happening. One day turns into a week. A week turns into a habit. And before you know it, your dreams have faded into the background. Not because you weren't capable, not because you didn't have the potential, but because you let yourself believe the lie. The lie that said it was okay to take your foot off the gas. Let me make this clear. There is a cost to false self-care. Every easy choice has a price. Every moment you avoid discomfort, you pay for it in lost progress. Every time you choose temporary pleasure over long-term growth, you sacrifice your future self on the altar of weakness. And the world doesn't care. No one is going to feel sorry for you when you wake up in 10 years and realize you wasted your potential. No one is going to hand you success because you needed time to feel good. No one is going to respect a person who gave up greatness for a few fleeting moments of comfort. You think you're taking care of yourself, but what you're really doing is choosing to be weak. Because self-care is only self-care if it makes you stronger. Anything else? It's just self-destruction with a pretty name. So tell yourself you need to rest. Ask yourself this. Is this making me better? Is this making me stronger? Or am I just running from the hard truth that discipline is the only path to power? Because if your self-care is costing you your future, then it's not care at all. It's sabotage. Lesson 3. Real self-care is self-discipline. Most people have it twisted. They think self-care is about feeling good. But the truth is, real self-care is about becoming strong. Not in the moment, not when it's easy, but when it matters. Because the highest form of self-care isn't indulging yourself. It's disciplining yourself. You think skipping a workout is self-care? You think sleeping in instead of chasing your goals is self-care? You think avoiding hard conversations, staying in your comfort zone, numbing your mind with distractions, is self-care? That's not self-care. That's self-betrayal. True self-care isn't about what feels good right now. It's about what makes you unbreakable in the long run. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's about pushing forward when your body screams for comfort. It's about refusing to be another weak, excuse-ridden soul drowning in self-indulgence. Because here's the truth. Discipline is the highest form of self-love. You don't respect yourself if you let yourself stay weak. You don't respect yourself if you choose comfort over progress. You don't respect yourself if you let yourself become less than what you were meant to be. Do you think warriors pamper themselves? Do you think the greats became great because they took the easy road? Do you think legends were built on indulgence or on sacrifice? Your body is not a temple, it is a weapon. And if you don't train it, sharpen it, and master it, then you are letting yourself decay. So forget everything they told you about self-care. Forget the lie that says you need more ease, more rest, more softness. What you need is discipline. What you need is control. What you need is to become the kind of person who refuses to be weak. So the next time you tell yourself, I deserve this, ask yourself, do I deserve this? Or am I just avoiding the work? Because in the end, only one question matters. Are you getting stronger, or are you getting softer? Choose wisely. Lesson 5. Weak people seek comfort. Warriors seek discipline. Look around you. Weakness is everywhere. People chasing comfort, chasing ease, chasing the illusion that life is supposed to be effortless. They move through life like ghosts, avoiding pain, avoiding struggle, avoiding the very things that forge power. And then they wonder why they feel empty. They wonder why they feel lost. They wonder why they never achieve anything beyond mediocrity. Because comfort is their god, and comfort is the enemy of greatness. But warriors? Warriors don't chase comfort. Warriors don't seek an easy life. Warriors don't run from pain. They embrace it. They know that strength is built in struggle, that discipline is forged in discomfort, that power is born in the fire of self-mastery. Because discipline is not a choice, it's a requirement. You either train your mind, your body, your willpower, or the world will break you. You either wake up and do the work, or you watch your potential rot in front of you. You either master yourself, or you become a slave to your own weakness. So ask yourself, are you running toward discipline or running from it? Are you controlling your mind or letting it control you? Are you becoming stronger, or are you just making excuses? Because if you are still clinging to comfort, you have already lost. If you are still chasing ease, you are choosing to be weak. If you are still avoiding struggle, then you will never escape mediocrity. Warriors do not seek comfort. They seek war. The war against weakness. The war against laziness. The war against the soft part of themselves that begs for an easy life. And every single day, they choose discipline over weakness, pain over pleasure, sacrifice over softness. Because in the end, there are only two kinds of people: the ones who master themselves, and the ones who are mastered by their weakness. Which one are you? Lesson 4. You must choose comfort or growth. Every single day, you face a choice that will define your future, a choice that will separate you from the weak, or bury you among them. Comfort or growth. That's it. That's the game. Because you can't have both. You can't chase comfort and expect strength. You can't seek ease and expect discipline. You can't avoid struggle and expect to rise. Comfort is the path of weakness. Growth is the path of warriors. And most people, they choose comfort. They choose the easy way out. They choose to sleep in, to put things off, to waste their time. They choose distractions over discipline, pleasure over purpose, weakness over power. And then they wonder why their life never changes. Every excuse is a decision to stay weak. Every moment you run from discomfort, you are choosing to be average. Every time you let yourself slip, you are writing your own failure. You do not rise by accident. You do not become great by chance. You either take control, or you become another nobody drowning in mediocrity. So let me ask you, which road are you on? Are you choosing pain, struggle, and sacrifice? Are you choosing the work, the discipline, the fire? Are you choosing to forge yourself into something unbreakable? Or are you choosing softness? Are you choosing the excuses, the distractions, the same tired cycle that keeps you small? Because if you keep choosing, Comfort. Don't be surprised when life gives you nothing. The world does not reward the weak. The world does not bow to the comfortable. The world only respects those who embrace the pain and grow from it. This is your moment, your crossroads, your chance to decide who you are going to become. Comfort or growth, weakness or strength, excuses or discipline. Choose wisely. To the returning grim-faced warriors, you already know the truth. You already know the cost of greatness. And yet, you keep showing up, ready to embrace the fire. Respect. Keep sharpening your mind. Keep choosing discipline. The weak will fall, but we rise. And to those who are new here, this is your moment, your crossroads. You can go back to comfort, back to excuses, back to the life that's kept you weak. Or you can make a choice to rise, a choice to take control, a choice to become unbreakable. If you're ready to destroy your weakness and forge the strongest version of yourself, subscribe now and join the Grimface movement. This is not for everyone, but if you're built for more, you already know where you belong. See you in the next lesson. Look at yourself, right now. You're sitting there, drowning in the wreckage of your own promises. The goals you swore you'd chase, the habits you said you'd build, they're rotting in the corner of your mind, aren't they? You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, that you'll summon some grand burst of willpower to fix it all. But tomorrow comes, and you're still the same, trapped in the quicksand of your own excuses, sinking deeper every day. You're not weak because you lack strength. You're weak because you've been lied to. You've bought the fairy tale that discipline is some towering fortress you storm with grit and glory. It's not. It's a war fought in the shadows, in the smallest cracks of your day. And I'm here to drag you into that fight. This isn't about grand gestures. This isn't about waking at dawn to run 10 miles or choking down kale while you chant affirmations in the mirror. That's the lie they sell you. The Hollywood montage of transformation. Real discipline, it's uglier, it's quieter, it's in the dirt, in the moments no one sees. It's micro-discipline, the art of tiny, ruthless commitments that claw you out of the abyss 1 inch at a time. And here's the dark truth. Those inches, they're rewriting your brain. They're forging chains of steel inside you, binding you to a version of yourself you've only dreamed of. But you've got to start small, or you'll never start at all. Picture this. Your brain is a battlefield. Every time you cave, every time you scroll instead of work, hit snooze instead of rise, choose comfort over courage, you're carving trenches for weakness. Neuroplasticity, they call it. Your mind bends to what you feed it. Feed it laziness, and it builds a cage. Feed it distraction, and it locks the door. But here's the flip side they don't tell you. It works both ways. Every tiny act of defiance against your impulses, every micro-choice to say no, to stand up, to begin, lays a brick in a new foundation. Your brain doesn't care about the size of the win. It just registers the pattern. And patterns, they become you. Let's get real. You're not going to overhaul your life in a day. You've tried that. You've screamed into the void, made your big plans, and then crashed harder than ever when the fire faded. That's because you're fighting the wrong war. The real war isn't against your to-do list or your temptations. It's against the version of you that's already given up. And that war isn't won with a sledgehammer. It's won with a scalpel. Precise, deliberate, small. Start here. Say no to one thing today. One tiny, stupid thing. That extra cookie. That 5-minute scroll through social media when you should be working. Don't just resist it. Feel the weight of it. Feel the itch in your hands, the pull in your chest. That's your old self clawing at you, begging to stay alive. And when you say no, you're not just skipping a snack or a distraction. You're burying that weak bastard a little deeper. That's microdiscipline. It's not sexy. It's not loud. But it's a dagger in the heart of your failures. Or try this. Set a timer for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Pick something you've been avoiding. Writing that email, lacing up those shoes, opening that book, and start. Just start. You don't have to finish. You don't have to conquer the world. You just have to move. Because here's the secret. Your brain doesn't know the difference between 2 minutes and 2 hours. It logs the act. It wires itself a little tighter. It whispers, "This is who we are now." And tomorrow, those 2 minutes become 5, then 10, then a habit you can't shake. That's the dark magic of it. Small cuts that bleed into something unstoppable. You want proof? Look at the people you admire, the ones who seem to have it all together. You think they were born that way? Number. They're just better at the shadows. They've mastered the art of showing up when it's boring, when it's hard, when no one's watching. They don't wait for motivation. They build it, brick by brick, with choices so small, you'd laugh at them. A glass of water instead of soda. A single push-up when they're tired. A note jotted down instead of a dream forgotten. That's their edge. That's your edge, if you're brave enough to take it. But let's not kid ourselves. This isn't easy. Microdiscipline isn't a feel-good fix. It's a slow burn. It's facing the ugliness of your own habits, staring into the mirror of your procrastination, and choosing to fight anyway. There's no applause for it. No one's going to pat you on the back for skipping a Netflix episode to plan your week. The reward isn't instant. It's forged in the quiet, in the grind, in the moments you'd rather quit, but don't. And that's what makes it powerful. That's what makes it yours. The action plan, your blueprint to rise. So how do you make this real? How do you take this shadowy art and carve it into your life? You don't just nod and walk away. You build a plan. A ruthless, practical map to drag yourself out of the pit. Here's how you wield microdiscipline, step by step, until it's not just a speech but your reality. Step 1. Pick your poison. Start by naming one enemy. One small, insidious habit that's been choking you. Maybe it's the mindless scrolling that steals your evenings. Maybe it's hitting snooze until your mornings are a graveyard of lost time. Maybe it's that extra drink that fogs your clarity. Pick one. Not 5, not 10. 1. Write it down. Stare at it. Let it sink in how much it's cost you. That's your first target. Step 2. Set the trap. Design a micro-commitment to strike back. Make it so small, it's almost embarrassing. If you're a slave to your phone, commit to putting it face down for 5 minutes when you wake up. If you're a snooze addict, vow to sit up the second the alarm screams. No exceptions. If it's the drink, swap it for water one night this week. The smaller it is, the less your excuses can fight it. Write this commitment down too. Pin it where you'll see it. Your mirror, your desk, your soul. Step 3. Track the kill. Get a notebook, an app, a scrap of paper, something. Every day you win, mark it. A check, a slash, a blood red X. Don't just think about it, see it. Watch those marks stack up. They're not just tallies. They're proof your brain is bending. Proof you're not the same person who started. Miss a day? Fine. Don't wallow. Start again. The streak isn't the point. The fight is. Step 4. Stack the arsenal. Once you've slain that first enemy, once that micro-commitment feels like breathing, add another. Not before. Maybe now it's 2 minutes of stretching when you'd rather collapse, or writing one sentence of that project you've buried. Layer these wins slowly, like a predator building its lair. Rush it, and you'll crumble. Master it, and you'll rise. Step 5. Face the mirror. Every week, sit down, alone, no distractions. Ask yourself, did I show up? Where did I falter? What's next? This isn't fluffy reflection, it's a reckoning. Be brutal. If you failed, admit it. If you won, feel it. Then adjust. Tighten the screws. Make your next micro-commitment sharper. This is where you forge the steel, by staring at your own shadow and refusing to blink. This plan isn't glamorous. It's not a quick fix. It's a slow, deliberate march through the mud of your own resistance. But that's the point. You've spent too long chasing shortcuts that left you empty. This time, you build something real. Day by day, cut by cut, you rewire yourself into someone who doesn't break. The final call. So here's your wake-up call. You're not broken. You're not doomed. You're just asleep, lulled into a coma by the lie that change has to be big to matter. It doesn't. It starts with one choice. One microscopic rebellion against the chaos you've let rule you. Your brain is waiting. It's ready to bend, to rewire, to become something stronger. But it won't move until you do. Today, pick your fight. Make it small. Make it brutal. Say no to one thing. Start one task. Hold the lawn for 2 minutes. Track it. Stack it. Face it. Feel the resistance. Taste the discomfort. And do it anyway. That's where the power lives. Not in the spotlight, but in the dark corners you've been too scared to face. That's micro-discipline. That's how you claw your way out. That's how you rewrite who you are. The clock's ticking. The pit's deep. Your move. What's it going to be? That's it, warriors. You've just stared into the abyss of micro-discipline. The small, brutal cuts that carve a path out of your own personal hell. To the returning grim-faced warriors, you legends of the shadows, welcome back. You've been grinding in the dirt with us, stacking those wins, burying the weak versions of yourselves, one tiny rebellion at a time. This is your tribe, your battleground. Stay in the fight, because we're not done yet. The war's still raging, and you're still standing. And to the new blood, watching this, yeah, you, the one who's been lurking, teetering on the edge of giving a damn. Listen up. This isn't just a video. This is a call to arms. The Grimface movement isn't for the faint, the flaky, or the fake. It's for the ones ready to claw their way up, to face the ugliness, to build something unbreakable from the ashes of their excuses. Hit that subscribe button. Join us. Not because it's easy, but because it's hard. Because you're tired of drowning and ready to rise. Like this if it hit you. Share it if you're in. Comment your first micro-commitment. Let's see who's got the guts to start. This is Grimface Motivation. We don't quit. We don't break. We grind. See you in the shadows, warriors. Move. Listen. You're standing there, aren't you? Right on the brink. The wind's clawing at you, sharp and cold as a blade slicing through your skin. And below, nothing. A black, endless pit. No bottom to catch you. No light to guide you. Just the abyss. It's been there since the day you took your first breath, hasn't it? Looming. Watching. Every failure that's ever crushed your ribs. Every betrayal that's ever ripped your guts out. Every shard of loss that's lodged itself in your chest. It's all down there, swirling in the dark, calling your name with a voice like rust and broken glass. And what have you done? You've run. You've dodged. You've built fragile little walls out of forced grins and empty promises. chasing the sun like it's some holy cure. But let's rip that lie wide open. The sun doesn't give a damn. The world doesn't even glance your way. And the abyss? It's not going anywhere. It's patient. It's eternal. It's you. So stop running. Stop hiding. Turn around and face it. Stare into the jagged, gnashing jaws of that void and let it glare back at you with its hollow eyes. Because here's the truth they won't whisper in your ear. That darkness isn't here to break you. It's here to fuel you. It's the furnace where the weak get reduced to ash and the strong get hammered into steel. Life isn't some soft, glowing storybook where the good guys triumph and the choir sings. Life is a slaughterhouse, a cold, grinding machine that tears through your hopes, your trust, your illusions, and leaves nothing but bones and blood in its wake. And yet here you are, cut up, bruised, maybe half dead inside, but still on your feet. That's not luck. That's not fate playing nice. That's you, scraping through the carnage because something inside you, something primal, refuses to lie down and rot. Failure. You've tasted it, haven't you? That sour, choking filth, like ash mixed with bile, when everything you built collapsed. The job you lost when the axe fell without warning. The dream you nursed for years that crumbled into dust between your fingers. The risk you took that blew up in your face. The world snickered behind your back. Or worse, it didn't even notice you fall. And you sat there, alone in the dark, surrounded by the wreckage, asking yourself why you bothered. But open your eyes. That crash didn't bury you. It hurt like hell. It left scars you can still trace with your fingertips. But it didn't kill you. And every time you crawl out of that hole, you're different. You're harder. You're sharper. The abyss took its shot, smashed you down, and you spat in its face by getting back up. Betrayal. That's a deeper wound, isn't it? A slow seeping venom that twists in your veins. The knife driven into your back by someone you let close. Someone you handed your trust to like a fool. Someone who saw the real you and still chose to cut. They grinned while they did it, didn't they? And when they walked away, they left you bleeding out on the floor, gasping, wondering what you did to deserve it. Nothing. You did nothing to deserve it. That's the sick punchline. Life doesn't owe you fairness. People don't owe you their souls. But that pain, it's still there, isn't it? A dull throb, a red-hot ember. Don't smother it. Don't drown it in tears or cheap distractions. Let it burn. Let it wake you up. Because every betrayal carves a lesson into your marrow. Who's real, who's a ghost, and how to stand alone when the crowd scatters. And loss. God, loss is the cruelest thief of all. The gaping, ragged hole where something irreplaceable used to live. A person you'd have died for, now just a memory fading at the edges. A future you could see so clearly, snatched away like smoke in the wind. A piece of yourself, innocence, faith, hope, stripped bare and tossed into the dirt. It's gone, and the silence it leaves behind is louder than any scream. The abyss feeds on that loss. It swells, deepens, grows hungrier with every sob you choke back. Every night you lie awake staring at the ceiling. But here's where the game changes. That pain doesn't have to be your chains. It can be your blade. It can carve away the soft, brittle parts and leave something cold and unbreakable behind. You've lost, yes. You've mourned until your throat was raw. But you're still here. And that's not surrender. That's defiance. They'll sell you fairy tales in those glossy books, those chirpy speeches with their upbeat drums, telling you the dark's just a phase, that you can think it away with gratitude journals and morning affirmations. They're lying through their teeth. The abyss isn't a detour. It's the road. It's the fire that tests you, the shadow that defines you. You don't rise above it. You rise because of it. The dread that keeps you up at night. The cold truth that nothing's promised. The weight of knowing it could all vanish in a heartbeat. That's your strength. That's what separates the ones who crack from the ones who conquer. So how do you live this? How do you take this raw, jagged truth and weld it into your life? Not just as a fleeting thought, but as a rhythm, a pulse, a way of being. You don't wait for the perfect moment. You don't wait for the clouds to part or the wounds to heal. You start now, right here, in the mud and the dark, with whatever scraps you've got left. Here's how you embrace the abyss and make it your own, step by step, day by day, until it's not just something you survive, but something you wield. Step 1. Face the wreckage. Every morning, when you drag yourself out of bed and feel that hollow ache clawing at your chest, don't turn away. Don't drown it in coffee or scroll it into oblivion. Sit with it. 5 minutes. Set a timer if you have to. Close your eyes and let the failures, the betrayals, the losses flood in. Picture them. The day your boss called you in and the floor dropped out. The night you found the texts and knew you'd been a fool. The moment you stood at the grave or watched the dream die. Name them out loud. Whisper them if you're scared someone might hear. Then grab a pen. Write them down. On a napkin, in a battered notebook, across your arm in ink if that's what it takes. Not to wallow, but to map it. To see the enemy clear. Because once you've got it on paper, it's not a phantom haunting you. It's a target you can hit. Step 2. Ritualize the ruin. Pick one thing the abyss handed you, let's say failure, and turn it into a daily fight. You screwed up that presentation and the room went silent? Fine. Tonight, set a timer for 30 minutes and tear it apart. Rewind the tape in your head. Where did you stumble? What could you have said? Be brutal. No sugarcoating. No excuses. Write down 3 things you'll do different next time. Then make it stick. Set your alarm an hour earlier, 5 a.m., when the world's still dead. And practice. Stand in front of the mirror and talk to your reflection until the words don't shake. Or hit the gym instead. Lift the barbell until your arms scream. Run the treadmill until your lungs burn. Because physical pain beats mental rot every time. Make it a habit. Every day. One small win against that failure. The abyss swings. You swing back. Step 3. Weaponize the betrayal. You've got names seared into your skull, don't you? Faces that flash behind your eyes when you least expect it. The friend who sold you out. The lover who played you. Don't waste your breath cursing them. Hate's a leash, and they don't deserve to hold it. Use it instead. Every time that wound stabs, let it be your trigger. Feel it? Good. Get up. Move. Do something they'd never see coming. Start with 10 push-ups when their voice echoes in your head. Grit your teeth and count them out. Next time, 20. Then 50. Or pick up that guitar you dropped when they laughed at you. Play until your fingers bleed. Sign up for that class they said you'd never finish. Coding, boxing, whatever. And show up every damn day. Build something so fierce, so untouchable, that their shadow can't even reach it. Let the sting be your alarm clock. To every grim-faced warrior out there who's been riding with us, returning to this dark corner of the fight, respect. You've stared down the abyss with us before, felt its teeth, and still came back. You're not here for soft words or cheap hope. You're here because you've got scars, you've got fire, and you know this grind doesn't quit. You're the blood in these veins, the steel in this spine. This is your ground. You've earned it. And to the new eyes watching, the ones just stepping into the storm, welcome to the Grimface movement. This ain't a feel-good club. This is a war cry for the ones who thrive when the world breaks. You've tasted the dark, haven't you? Felt the weight? Good. That's where we live. Hit that subscribe button and join the ranks. Become a grim-faced warrior. We don't promise easy. We promise real. Step up, take your place, and let's carve something unbreakable together. Keep fighting. Stay grim. The abyss is ours. Listen. You feel it, don't you? That cold, damp breath brushing the back of your neck, like a stranger's exhale in a room you thought was empty. That shiver that snakes down your spine. Slow, deliberate. When the noise fades, the room goes quiet, and it's just you, trapped with the jagged edges of your own thoughts. That shadow flickering in the corner of your eye, never still, never gone, always there, always watching, always waiting for you to slip. You've spent your whole damn life running from it, legs burning, chest heaving, convincing yourself it's some phantom you can dodge if you sprint fast enough, hide deep enough, lie loud enough. But you can't outrun it. It's not a ghost you can banish with a prayer or a light switch. It's fear. And it's not here to destroy you. It's here to guide you. It's here to wake you up from the coma of a half-lived life. Fear isn't what the weak think it is. It's not the tremble in your knees when the lights flicker out and the dark presses in. It's not the sweat slicking your palms when the odds stack against you, a mountain of doubt ready to crush you flat. It's not the whimper you choke down when the world turns its back. No, fear is a stalker, relentless, patient, merciless as midnight. It trails you through every dark corner of your soul, every sleepless night when the ceiling stares back like a judge, every moment you dare to reach for something bigger than the rusted, barbed cage you were handed at birth. A cage forged from the expectations of others, the failures of yesterday, the limits you've let define you. It's the shadow that moves when you move, breathes when you breathe, whispers when you're silent. Its voice a rasp that claws at your resolve. You've been wrong about it your whole life. You thought it was hunting you to drag you kicking into the dirt, to bury you under the weight of your own fragility. It's not. It's pushing you. It's daring you. It's begging you, pleading with every hiss, to turn around, lock eyes with it, and claim what's yours. You think fear means you're broken? You think it's a signal to shrink, to retreat, to crawl back into the warm, suffocating lie of a safe, small life, where the days blur into a gray sludge of nothingness. You're dead wrong. Fear is the compass you've been too terrified to trust. It's a blade-sharp needle, unyielding, unapologetic, pointing straight through the haze to what matters most. That knot in your gut when you picture failing, when you see yourself face down in the mud, dreams shattered, pride bleeding out. That's not a stop sign. It's proof you're chasing a prize worth hacking your way through hell for. That choke in your throat when you imagine rejection, words slicing like razors, doors slamming like gunshots, eyes turning away like you're invisible. That's not surrender. It's evidence you're bold enough to stand in the fire and demand something raw, something real. That ice flooding your veins when you feel death's shadow creeping closer. Its skeletal fingers brushing your shoulder. Its hollow laugh echoing in your skull. That's not the end. It's the spark roaring at you to burn brighter, fiercer, louder, while you've still got air in your lungs and blood in your fight. If it doesn't scare you, it's not worth a damn thing. Let that sink deep, past your skin, past your ribs, into the marrow of your bones where the truth lives. The easy road, the one with no shadows, no whispers, no weight. It's a trap. It's a graveyard dressed up as peace. where the grass grows soft over the corpses of ambition, grit, and soul. The things that matter, the things that etch your name into the iron hide of this unforgiving world, they come with fangs. They come with claws. They come with that stalker, pacing just behind you, his voice low and jagged, cutting through the wind. You're not enough. You'll crash. They'll spit on your ashes and forget you ever existed. And he's right to whisper it. He's right to stalk you with those words. Because if you weren't afraid, if that voice didn't echo in your skull, it'd mean you're chasing nothing worth a fight. It'd mean you're already a corpse walking, a shell breathing, a shadow pretending to be alive. I know him too well, that stalker. He's been with me every brutal, bone-crushing step. Every time I've stood trembling at the edge of something massive, something that could rip me apart and scatter the pieces. When I wanted to quit, when the weight of exhaustion pinned me to the floor, when every muscle screamed for surrender, he was there, his tone sharp as a blade slicing through the silence. Go ahead. Run. Prove you're worthless. Prove you're just another nobody. When I lost it all, money gone like smoke, trust fractured like glass, hope ground into dust under the heel of reality, he was there, leaning in close, his presence thick and heavy, waiting for me to crack, to cry, to collapse. And when I stood at the abyss, teetering on the edge, staring down into that endless black void, wondering if the fall would swallow me whole or spit me back mangled, he was right there, his breath freezing my neck, his words a dare. Jump. Find out what you're made of. He never leaves. He never sleeps. He's been my companion through every war I've waged. Against the world, against myself, against the clock, ticking down to nothing. And I don't want him to go, because he's not my enemy. He's my teacher. He's the one who shows me where the fight lives, where the blood's worth spilling, where the soul gets forged. You don't grow where it's soft and bright, and the air hums with comfort. You don't grow where the sun shines and the birds sing, and the path is paved smooth. You grow in the dark, where the air's thick with ash and regret, where the ground's littered with broken glass and the echoes of your own screams, where fear's boots thud behind you like a war drum calling you to battle. Every time you turn to face him, every time you meet that hollow, unblinking stare and snarl, "Not today, you bastard," you get harder. Your skin thickens. Your will sharpens. Every time you take a step toward what terrifies you, toward the cliff, the fire, the unknown, you rip a piece of his strength away. You make him flinch. Failure? Let it stalk you. Let it breathe down your neck through every plan, every gamble, every leap into the void. It's there because you're aiming high enough to hit the ground hard enough to leave a mark. Rejection? Let it hunt you. Let it pace behind you, muttering about every door that's slammed in your face, every laugh that's cut you deeper than a knife, every time you've been left bleeding in the dust. It's there because you're daring to demand more than the scraps they throw you. Death? Let it loom. Let it stalk you through every breath, every pulse, every fleeting second you've got left on this spinning rock. It's there because you're alive enough to feel its weight, to hear its countdown, to defy its pull. Fear doesn't mean you're fragile. It means you're awake. It means you're still in the damn fight. But knowing this, that's not enough. You can't just sit there, nodding like it's some gritty sermon to scribble in a notebook and forget. You can't just feel the shiver and call it a day. You've got to move. You've got to take that stalker by the throat, wrestle him to the ground, and make him work for you. This isn't about inspiration. It's about action, about forging yourself in the crucible of your own terror. So here's how you do it. Here's how you turn fear from a shadow into a weapon you wield with both fists. Step 1. Name him. Start tonight. Kill the lights. Sit in the dark, alone. No distractions, no safety nets. Feel that stalker creeping in, his presence heavy, his breath a chill that settles in your bones. Don't push him away. Don't numb him with noise or liquor, or the lies you tell yourself to sleep. Let him sit with you, close enough to feel his stare. Ask yourself, what's he whispering? What's the fear that's been tailing you the longest? The one that's worn a groove in your soul. Failure at what cost? Abandonment by who? The end of what dream? Write it down. Scratch it into a page with a pen that bleeds ink like it's your own blood. Give it a name. The fall, the cut, the fade. Stare at it until your eyes burn. He's not some vague mist anymore. He's real now, solid, a shape you can see. And what you can see, you can fight. Step 2. Hunt him back. Take that named fear and track it like a beast through the wild. If it's failure, what are you failing at? A dream you've buried under years of excuses. A job that's sucking your soul dry. A promise you made to the kid you used to be. The one who believed in you before the world taught you doubt. If it's rejection, who's holding the axe? A lover who walked away without a backward glance. A crowd that sneered and turned their backs. Your own reflection, spitting venom every time you look too long. Dig into it. Get specific. Get dirty. Peel back the layers until you hit the root. Then start small. Face it in pieces, like chipping at stone. Afraid of failing at something big? Fail at something little first. Make a cold call and stutter through it. Try a push-up you can't finish, and feel the burn. Write a line and let it suck. Let it sting. Let him whisper his poison. Then do it again, and again. Hunt him through the wreckage of every try, through the sweat, the shame, the small victories, until he's the one backing off, until he's the one glancing over his shoulder. Step 3. Feed him pain. Fear thrives when you flinch, when you hesitate, when you let it paralyze you. So don't. When he stalks you, when that dread hits like a fist to the gut, don't freeze, don't run, don't bargain with the bastard. Act through it. Your hands are shaking like leaves in a storm. Pick up the weight anyway. Lift it, drop it, lift it again. Your voice cracks like dry wood. Speak louder. Say what you mean. Let it break and keep going. Your heart's pounding, hammering against your ribs at the thought of losing it all. Everything you've bled for? Step into the ring regardless. Throw the punch, take the hit, stand back up. Every time you move against him, you're feeding him your pain instead of your surrender. You're shoving it down his throat. Every ache, every doubt, every scream you've swallowed. He'll choke on it, and you'll grow, inch by inch, scar by scar, until you're the one casting the shadow. Step 4. Mark the wins. Every time you face him and come out standing, every time you spit in his face and keep walking, claim it. Carve it into something real, something you can touch. A notch on a wall, weathered and rough. A line in a notebook, ink smudged from your grip. A scar you can point to. Earned, not given. Doesn't matter if it's small. Saying no to a habit that's owned you for years. Walking into a room that makes your skin crawl. Staring down a doubt until it blinks and looks away. Those are victories. Tiny wars won in the dark. Stack them. Build them into something that towers over him. A jagged pile of proof that you're not his prey anymore. You're the predator now, and he's starting to see it. Step 5. Walk with him. Stop trying to lose him. He's not going anywhere, and that's the point. Accept that he'll stalk you to your last ragged breath, through every dawn and dusk, every rise and fall. But now he's not leading the chase. You are. When you wake up and feel him lurking in the gray light, his weight pressing on your chest, good. It means you're still swinging for something worth a damn, something worth the fight. When he whispers as you stand at the edge of a risk, a cliff, a choice, a chance at everything, perfect. It means you're alive, pulsing, defiant. Walk with him. Let his steps match yours, a rhythm you set. Let his voice fuel you. Turn his taunts into a chant that drives you forward. Because the day he goes silent, the day his whispers fade, is the day you've stopped fighting, stopped clawing, stopped living. Step 6. Forge the pact. Make a deal with him, a blood oath in the dark. Take that notebook, that list of wins, and add to it. Not just what you've done, but what you will do. Write the fears you're going to face next, the ones too big to name yet, the ones that make your pulse race just thinking about them. Seal it with something real. Rip the page and burn the edges. Press your thumb into the ash. Let it mark you. Tell him, this is mine. You push, I push harder. Forge a pact that you're in this together. Not as victim and hunter, but as partners in the grind. He'll test you. You'll test him back. And together, you'll build something unstoppable. Step 7. Echo his voice. Turn his whispers into your war cry. When he stalks you with, "You're not enough," throw it back. Shout it to the sky, to the mirror, to the world. I'm not enough yet, and that's why I keep coming. When he hisses, you'll crash. Let it roll off you like thunder, then roar. I'll crash and rise again. When he mutters, they'll spit on your ashes, grin through the dirt and bellow. Let them try. I'll bury them first. Take his voice and make it yours. Twist it, warp it, wield it. Let it echo through every step you take, every wall you break, every fear you turn to dust. This isn't a fairy tale with a neat little bow. There's no moment where the stalker vanishes into the mist and you're free, skipping into a golden dawn. He's eternal, woven into your shadow, your pulse, your fight. But so's your will. So's the fire that keeps you moving when the world says stop. Turn around. Look him in the face. See the hollow eyes, the sneer, the challenge. He's not here to bury you. He's here to forge you. That terror twisting your insides when you think about what's ahead. Failure, loss, the unknown. That's not a shackle. It's a blade. Sharpen it. Swing it with everything you've got. Use it to slash through the excuses, the hesitation, the weakness you've let fester too long. Let fear push you harder. Let it stalk you to the edge of what you think you can endure. Then shove you past it into the abyss where legends are made. Because you weren't born to cower from the dark. You weren't born to beg for mercy or scrape for crumbs. You were born to rule the shadows, to bend them to your will, to make them fear you. He's behind you right now. Can you hear him? That low, guttural rasp scraping the air. That steady, unyielding tread keeping time with your heartbeat. He's asking, what are you going to do? Crumble like the rest? Or conquer what they can't? Answer him. Not with words, they're cheap. Answer with every drop of blood you spill, every bead of sweat you shed, every step you take toward what scares you most, toward the life you've been too afraid to claim. Let him stalk you all the way to the peak, through the mud, the fire, the storms. Let him watch you climb over the bodies of everything that tried to stop you. Doubt, pain, time, him. And when you get there, when you stand on the ruins of what he thought would break you, chest heaving, hands scarred, eyes wild, he'll still be there, whispering. And you'll turn, grin through the grit and the grime, and say, thanks for the push, you relentless son of a bitch. I owe you one. And there it is. Warriors. The raw, unfiltered truth laid bare. To all you grim-faced veterans out there, the ones who've been walking this shadowed path with us, staring down your stalkers night after night, thank you. You're the iron backbone of this tribe. The ones who've bled with us, fought with us, risen with us. You've turned your fear into a blade, and every step you take carves deeper into the legend of what it means to be Grimface. This fire burns because of you, because you've chosen to stand, to snarl, to conquer when the world expected you to break. Respect. You've earned it. And to the new blood watching, those of you just stepping into this dark ring, feeling that stalker's breath for the first time, welcome. You're not here by accident. You're here because something in you is awake, something clawing to break free from the cage of a small, safe life. This is your call. The Grimface movement isn't for the timid. It's for the relentless, the ones ready to hunt their fears, to forge their will in the ashes, to rule the shadows instead of cowering in them. Hit that subscribe button. Join us. Walk with us. Let's turn that whisper behind you into a war cry that shakes the earth. This is only the beginning. Your beginning. Step up, warriors. The dark's waiting. There's a fight going on inside you. Right now, as you listen, as you sit there wondering what's next, it's happening. A quiet, relentless struggle that's been with you your whole life. On one side, there's you, the real you, the one who dreams big, who feels that spark of potential, who knows deep down you're meant to rise above the ordinary. On the other side, a smaller, weaker version of yourself, a voice that tugs you toward ease, that nudges you with doubts, that pulls excuses out of thin air to keep you stuck. That's your opponent. Not the chaos of the world, not the doubters or the clock, just this timid part of you that's scared to step up. Your mission? Face it down. Push it back. Win that fight every day until it's just a whisper, and you're the one calling the shots in your own mind. This isn't about cruelty or crushing something out of spite. It's about choosing who you want to be. That weaker self isn't evil. It's just soft. It's the part of you that hits snooze instead of starting the day strong, that picks mindless scrolling over meaningful work, that says later when you know now is what matters. Every time you give in, it gets a little louder, a little bolder, staking its claim on your time, your energy, your future. You've felt that sting, right? That quiet disappointment when you look back and see a day slip through your fingers. That's not failure. That's a signal, a call to step into the ring and take back what's yours. Here's the deal. You're not losing because you're weak. You're losing because you haven't fully committed to the fight. This isn't some dramatic showdown with swords and smoke. It's a steady, everyday standoff. You don't need to hate that lesser self. You just need to outlast it. See it for what it is. A tired old habit. A reflex that's had its run. It's the voice saying, I'm not ready. I need a break. Maybe tomorrow. But you're stronger than that. You've got the will to push back. Not with rage, but with resolve. With a fire that says, not today. Not anymore. The world out there doesn't make it easy. It's full of noise, distractions, a million reasons to coast through life and let that weaker self steer. You see people doing it, drifting along, letting their days blur into nothing, living on autopilot because they stopped fighting their own battles. But that's not you. You're still here, still listening, still ready to draw a line. That lesser self wakes up with you every morning, stretching out, testing you with its same old tricks. Take it easy. You've done enough. Don't buy it. Don't back down. Self-discipline isn't about perfection. It's about showing up, standing tall, and saying, I decide who runs this show. Think about the people who've made it. The ones who built something great, who turned their ideas into reality, who became the best versions of themselves. They faced this same fight. They had their own lesser selves whispering doubts, dragging their feet, pulling them toward the couch instead of the grind. But they didn't give in. They didn't negotiate. They kept moving forward, day after day, until that weaker voice faded into the background. They didn't win by being flawless. They won by being stubborn, by refusing to let that smaller self call the shots. That's what you're capable of too. Not tomorrow, not when life slows down. Right now, in this moment, with whatever you've got. Think about the people who've made it. The ones who built something great, who turned their ideas into reality, who became the best versions of themselves. They faced this same fight. They had their own lesser selves whispering doubts, dragging their feet, pulling them toward the couch instead of the grind. But they didn't give in. They didn't negotiate. They kept moving forward, day after day, until that weaker voice faded into the background. They didn't win by being flawless. They won by being stubborn, by refusing to let that smaller self call the shots. That's what you're capable of too. Not tomorrow, not when life slows down. Right now, in this moment, with whatever you've got. This fight isn't a punishment. It's a chance. Every day you choose to push past that weaker self, you're building something. Not just habits or goals, but a version of you that's tougher, sharper, more in control. That lesser self isn't gone forever. It'll always be there, lurking, waiting for a crack to slip through. But you don't have to fear it. You just have to outwork it, outsmart it, outlast it. This is your life, your time, your shot to rise. The fight's already on. Step up. Take the reins. Because when you do, when you keep showing up and pushing forward, what's left is you, standing strong, running your own mind like the leader you were meant to be. So stand up, right now. The day's waiting, and that lesser self is already testing you. Don't wait for a sign or a surge of energy. Just move. Draw your line, pick your fight, and go after it. This isn't about destruction. It's about direction. It's about proving to yourself, step by step, that you're the one in charge. The war's already started. Win it. Steps to implement this into daily life. You've got the spark now. You see the fight for what it is. But a spark's only the start. It's what you do with it that turns it into something real. This is your playbook, your way to take that energy and make it work every day. These aren't just ideas. They're your tools to keep that lesser self in check and build the life you want. Commit to them, and you'll see who's really in control. Step 1. Start strong. Win the morning. The fight kicks off when you wake up. That alarm's your signal to move, not a debate club. Your lesser self will nudge you. Stay in bed. Ease into it. Don't listen. Get up fast. Splash water on your face. Stretch out. Do something quick and sharp to shake off the haze. Maybe it's 10 jumping jacks or a brisk walk outside. The point. Act before it can argue. Winning the morning sets the tone. Show it you're awake and in charge. Every single day. Step 2. Spot its tricks. Name the excuses. That lesser self has a playbook too. It's sneaky, throwing out lines like, I'm too tired. I'll get to it later. I deserve a rest. Today, grab a notebook or your phone and jot them down. Every excuse you catch it using. Keep that list where you'll see it. By your bed, on your desk. When you hear one pop up, call it out. There's that trick again. Then push past it. Work through the tiredness. Start now. Skip the rest. Knowing its moves takes away its power. Step 3. Pick your battles. Build a daily plan. You need a target to aim at, something to flex your will against. Each day, write down 3 wins you're going after. Things your lesser self resists, like a workout, a tough task, or reading instead of scrolling. Keep it simple, but real. Hit them early, before the day piles on distractions. Don't just check them off. Feel the win. Each one's a step forward, a signal to that weaker voice that you're the one steering the ship. Step 4. Close the loopholes. Block its hiding spots. Your lesser self loves an easy out. Cut them off. Share your daily goal with someone. Tell a friend, "I'm finishing this today," and ask them to check in. Put your phone out of reach when you work. Clear out the snacks or shortcuts that tempt you. Make it harder for that voice to pull you off track. No big drama, just quiet, firm choices that say, "Not today." The fewer exits it has, the less it can fight back. Step 5. Check the score. Reflect every night. End the day with a look back. Sit down for 10 minutes. No screens, no noise. Think about where you won. The moment you pushed past a slump, the task you finished, the temptation you skipped. Then spot where it got a jab in. Maybe you stalled, maybe you drifted. Don't beat yourself up, just note it. Write down one thing it used against you. Fatigue, boredom, whatever, and plan how you'll block it tomorrow. This isn't about guilt. It's about getting smarter for the next round. Step 6. Track your ground. Mark the progress. Keep a record of the fight. Use a notebook, a calendar, anything you can touch. Every day you stick to your plan. Waking up on time, hitting your wins, pushing back. Mark it. A dot, a check, a word, doesn't matter. Add a quick note. Chose the gym over the couch. Finished when I wanted to quit. Over time, you'll see the pattern, the ground you're gaining. It's proof you're winning, proof that lesser self is losing its grip. Step 7. Raise the bar. Challenge yourself weekly. Once a week, pick a bigger fight, something that stretches you, something your lesser self would rather dodge. Maybe it's a long run, a project you've delayed, a conversation you've avoided. Break it into daily pieces and go after it. Tell yourself, "This is where I prove it." It's not about perfection. It's about momentum. Each time you tackle something tougher, you're showing that weaker voice it's not running the show anymore. This isn't a one-off battle. It's a way of living. That lesser self won't vanish. It'll always be there, testing you, looking for a weak spot. But you don't need to dread it. You just need to keep showing up. You'll stumble some days. Fine. Get back in the ring. You'll win others. Good. Build on it. Day by day, you're not just fighting. You're shaping who you are. Keep at it. And soon you'll look back and see a life you've claimed. A mind you've mastered. That's the prize. That's yours to take. That's it for today, warriors. To all you grim-faced warriors out there, the ones who've been in this fight with me, showing up, battling that lesser self day after day, thank you. You're the backbone of this movement, the ones who know what it means to draw the line and hold it, no matter what. Your grit, your resolve, it's what keeps this fire burning, and I'm damn proud to have you in the ranks. You're not just watching, you're living it, and that's what makes you unstoppable. And to the new faces out there, the ones just stepping into this ring, welcome. You've heard the call. You've felt that spark. This isn't just a video. It's a challenge, a chance to take control and build something real. Don't just sit there thinking about it. Hit that subscribe button, join the movement, and step up with us. We're not here to coast or coddle. We're here to push, to fight, to rise. You've got a place in this if you're willing to claim it. So do it. Subscribe, lock in, and let's wage this war together. The grim-faced warriors are waiting. See you in the next battle. Imagine it's late. The days chewed you up and spat you out. Work's relentless hum. The texts you didn't answer. The dishes still mocking you from the sink. The world's gone quiet. Lights flickering out one by one. And most people, they're collapsing into bed, chasing sleep like it's some kind of savior. Or they're zoned out, thumb numb from scrolling, letting the hours dissolve into a haze of nothing. Not you. Not tonight. Tonight, you're stepping into the shadows, into a reckoning. A brutal, solitary ritual that doesn't let you off the hook. 10 minutes. No phone, no noise, no excuses. Just you, alone, facing the raw truth of what you did with the day you were given. This isn't about drifting off or pretending everything's fine. This is about staring yourself down, peeling back the layers, and deciding who's going to win tomorrow. You, or that slinking, whispering part of you that keeps dragging you back. You've been in a fight all day, even if you didn't clock it. Life's a battlefield, and you're out there swinging, or dodging. Think about it. That moment this morning when the alarm screamed, and you clawed your way out of bed instead of smacking it silent. That was a win. That hour you forced yourself to finish the report. The workout you gritted through when your legs begged for mercy. Those were punches you landed. But it's not all glory, is it? There were blows you took too. The 15 minutes you lost to a rabbit hole of cat videos when you swore you'd start that project. The "I'll do it later," you muttered as you scrolled past the gym bag gathering dust. The way you let that deadline creep closer. Because there's still time. That's the enemy landing hits. Those small, sneaky moments where you let the weaker you, the one that loves comfort and shrugs off promises, take the wheel. This ritual, it's your chance to step back into the ring after the bell's rung. 10 minutes at the end of the day, alone in the dark, where no one's watching and no one's clapping. You sit there, no music, no screen, just the hum of your own thoughts. And you replay it all. Start with the victories. Picture them. The coffee you brewed instead of hitting the drive-thru. The email you sent when you wanted to hide. The run you finished with sweat stinging your eyes. Let those wins settle in. Feel the weight of them. The proof you've got fight in you. Then turn the lens. Look at where you stumbled. Don't dodge it. Don't tell yourself it's no big deal. That hour you wasted staring at your phone instead of tackling the laundry piling up? Call it what it is. The way you hit snooze 3 times because 5 more minutes sounded so sweet? Admit it. This isn't about beating yourself up. It's about seeing it clear, raw, unfiltered. You're not a superhero, and you don't need to be. You're just someone who's tired, stretched thin, juggling a dozen things, and still, you're here, ready to face it. Most people don't do this. They stumble through their days, eyes half closed, letting the losses pile up like unpaid bills. They don't look back. They're too scared, too lazy, too stuck in the lie that tomorrow will fix itself. You've been there, haven't you? I have. Those nights you crashed into bed, pretending the day didn't happen, hoping the guilt would fade by morning. It doesn't. It festers. But you're not them. Not anymore. You're stepping into this execution ritual because you're done letting life slip through your fingers. You're done waking up to the same traps, snoozing, stalling, scrolling, without a plan to fight back. This is your stand. 10 minutes to cut through the fog and hold yourself accountable. So you sit there, and you don't just replay, you dissect. You find the wins, and you hold them up like trophies. That moment you said no to the extra beer, the call you made when you'd rather have ghosted. You let them remind you what you're capable of. Then you dig into the losses, not to wallow, but to learn. Where did it get you? Was it the third coffee that made you jittery and useless by noon? The way you let that coworker's jab derail your focus? Name it. I scrolled when I should have worked. I dodged the gym again. Write it down if you can. Scratch it into a notebook like you're carving it into stone. That's not failure staring back. That's intel. That's the crack in your armor you're going to seal shut. And here's where it turns. You don't stop at looking back. You load the gun for tomorrow. You pick one of those weaknesses, snoozing, procrastinating, whatever reared its head today, and you sentence it to die. Not some half-hearted, I'll do better. No. You vow its execution. Tomorrow, I set the alarm across the room and I'm up on the first ring. Tomorrow, I start that task at 8 a.m. No excuses. You map it out. Specific, sharp, like a hunter stalking prey. You're not wishing for a win. You're planning a kill. That's your power in this ritual, turning the day's wreckage into tomorrow's weapon. This isn't soft. It's not a cozy meditation with candles and affirmations. It's a war drum beating in the night. A rhythm you set. A pulse that says you're still in this, still fighting. You think the people who climb out of the muck, the ones who turn chaos into control, who build lives that matter, do it by drifting? They don't. They face the dark. They sit with the wins and the losses, and they sharpen themselves on both. That's what you're doing here. Every night you carve out these 10 minutes. You're not just closing a chapter. You're rewriting the next one. You're taking the mess of being human, the exhaustion, the distractions, the slip-ups, and forging it into something deliberate, something fierce. You know that feeling, don't you? That quiet nag when you let a day slide, when you could have been more, but settled for less. That's why this ritual's yours now. Life's too short to keep tripping over the same stones. Too real to let the hours bleed out without a reckoning. 10 minutes in the dark, facing yourself. It's not comfortable. It's not pretty. But it's yours. It's the difference between drifting and driving, between surviving and seizing. So tonight, when the world hushes and the weight settles, don't run from it. Sit down. Stare it down. Beat that drum. Because when you do, when you make this ritual your own, you're not just ending the day. You're claiming the fight, night after night, until you're the one standing tall. You've felt the pull. You're ready to make this real. This isn't just a speech. It's a call to act, a way to turn every night into a proving ground. Here's how you build this nightly execution ritual into your life. How you take the day's battles and shape them into tomorrow's victories. These aren't suggestions. They're your orders. Follow them, and you'll own the dark. Step 1. Claim your ground. Set the stage. Pick a time. Late, after the day's done, when the house is still. Find a spot. A chair by the window, the edge of your bed, a corner where no one bugs you. Kill the distractions. Phone off, TV dark, earbuds out. Dim the lights or sit in shadow. Let the quiet wrap around you like a cloak. This isn't a chill session. It's your war room. Make it a habit. Same time, same place, every night. Consistency is your first strike. Step 2. Run the tape. Relive the day. Sit for 10 minutes, no less. Start with the good. Replay every win like it's a movie scene. That moment you hauled yourself up despite the grog. The chore you knocked out when you wanted to flake. The temptation you sidestepped. Feel it. Let it hit you that you've got grit. Then flip it. Walk through the losses. Where did you trip? I scrolled instead of writing. I skipped the run. Don't rush. Don't soften it. Let it sit there, heavy. You're not perfect. You're real. This is about truth, not comfort. Step 3. Spot the leak. Pin the weakness. Zero in on one thing that got you today. Snoozing? Procrastination? That third episode you binged instead of sleeping? Name it. I hit snooze twice. I dodged that call. Grab a notebook, a napkin, your phone. Write it down. Seeing it in ink makes it solid, not some fuzzy regret. Circle it. That's your target, the crack that let the day slip. Don't skip this. It's the pulse of the fight. Step 4. Forge the blade. Plan the execution. Now hit back. Take that weakness and bury it. Tomorrow, I put the alarm in the bathroom and I'm up. Tomorrow, I call them at 9 a.m. Sharp. Make it a vow, not a hope, a command. Picture it. You, stepping over that weakness like it's roadkill. Write the plan next to it. Short, clear, brutal. Alarm across room. Call logged by 9. Say it under your breath if you can. Let it growl. This isn't a wish. It's a death sentence for what held you back. Step 5. Track the war. Build the record. Keep a tally. Use that same notebook or a scrap pinned to the wall. Each night, jot the weakness you named and the plan you made. Next night, check it. Did you kill it? Mark it. A slash for a win, a dash for a miss. Pile them up. Watch the list grow. The wins stack. The losses shrink. It's not just paper. It's your battle scars. Proof you're in this. Flip back a week later. See what keeps sneaking up. That's your intel, your map to tighten the screws. Step 6. Beat the drum. Lock the rhythm. Make it every night. 10 minutes. No dodging. Life's messy. You'll miss a day. Fine. Don't miss 2. Set a reminder if you have to, but don't lean on it. Own it. Sit even when you're wiped, when the bed's calling. Push through the fog. That's where the gold is. This isn't a one-off. It's a pulse, a drumbeat you drive into the dark. Miss it, and the day's just noise. Stick to it, and it's your anchor. This is your fight now. Life's a grind. Deadlines, dishes, that coworker who won't shut up. But this ritual cuts through. You're not flawless. You'll scroll too long, skip a workout, let the alarm win some mornings. Doesn't matter. What matters is, you sit down every night and face it. You name it. You plan it. You beat that drum. Every reckoning's a step. Out of the haze, into the driver's seat. Start tonight. The dark's waiting, and so's your victory. That's the ritual laid bare for tonight, warriors. To all you grim-faced warriors out there, the ones who've been riding with me, night after night, facing the dark and beating that drum, thank you. You're the steel in this fight, the ones who don't flinch when it's time to reckon, who turn every stumble into a step forward. You're not just here. You're living this, carving your path through the shadows, and I'm damn proud to stand with you. You keep this movement alive, and that's what makes us unbreakable. And to the new souls tuning in, the ones just stepping into this night, welcome to the Grimface movement. You've felt it, haven't you? That pull to stop drifting, to face yourself and take the reins. This isn't just a video. It's a call to join the ranks, to sit in the dark and claim your fight. Don't just watch. Hit that subscribe button, lock in, and step up with us. We're not here to coast or crumble. We're here to grind, to grow, to own, every damn day. You've got a place among the Grimface warriors if you're ready to face it. Subscribe, join the movement, and let's beat that drum together. See you in the next reckoning. Look at your hands. Look at your life. What do you see? Smooth skin, maybe. A few calluses if you're lucky. Or do you see the marks, the rough patches, the lines etched deep from nights you didn't sleep, from days you pushed when every bone in your body screamed to stop? Most people hide those marks, cover them with excuses, bury them under a smile, pretend they're nothing. Not you. Not today. Today you're going to look at those scars. Every scratch, every bruise, every tear you've clawed your way through, and you're going to see them for what they really are. Currency. Cold, hard cash in a trade more brutal than anything Wall Street ever dreamed up. Every failure, every late night, every time you dragged yourself through the mud. It's not just survival. It's a deposit, a payment, a price you pay for power, for grit, for a resolve so deep it'll outlast anything life throws at you. This isn't some fairy tale about everything happens for a reason. No. Life doesn't hand out lessons wrapped in bows. It hands you a shovel and points to the dirt. You dig, you bleed, you fall, and what you get in return isn't a pat on the back. It's a scar, a mark that says you paid up. Think about it. That night you stayed up past midnight, hunched over a desk, wrestling with a project you didn't even want to touch. Your eyes burned, your head throbbed, but you kept going. That's a scar. That morning you woke up after 3 hours of sleep, legs like lead, and still laced up your shoes to run because you'd promised yourself you would. That's a scar. That time you bombed, missed the deadline, tanked the interview, let the doubt win, and still got back up, fists clenched, ready to swing again. That's a scar. These aren't pretty little footnotes in your story. They're the coins you drop into the grinder, the toll you pay to buy something most people will never touch. Strength. The world doesn't tell you this. It sells you polish, perfect lives, quick fixes, 10-step plans to be your best self without breaking a sweat. That's a lie. A cheap, shiny trinket dangled in front of the weak. Real growth, real power, it's not clean. It's not painless. It's a trade, and the cost is steep. You don't get grit by coasting. You get it by grinding through the dark, by hauling yourself over jagged edges, by taking the hits and keeping your eyes open while the blood runs. Every scar you earn is a transaction. One step out of the muck, one brick in the wall of who you're becoming. The deeper the cut, the darker the struggle, the richer you get. Not in bank accounts or likes, but in something heavier, something raw. Resolve. The kind that stares down a storm and doesn't blink. You've felt it, haven't you? That moment when you're neck deep in it, exhausted, doubting, one breath from giving up, and something kicks in, something feral. You push anyway. You finish the set, write the page, take the call, even when your hands shake and your chest burns. That's the trade happening right there. You're not just surviving, you're buying in, paying with sweat, with frustration, with every ounce of will you've got left. And what you get back? A scar, a notched line on your soul that says, I was here, I fought, I paid. Most people run from that. They dodge the late nights, the failures, the mud. They want the prize without the price. They end up broke, smooth-skinned and empty-handed, wondering why they feel so hollow. Not you. You're in the market, trading every brutal moment for something they'll never understand. Let's get real. You've got scars already. Plenty of them, if you're honest. That time you poured weeks into something. A dream, a job, a relationship, and it crumbled anyway. You didn't just lose. You felt it collapse, brick by brick, until you were standing in the rubble, hands raw from trying to hold it together. That scarred you. Or those mornings you woke up to a list of things you swore you'd tackle. But by nightfall, half of it was still staring back, mocking you. Procrastination won, and it left its mark. Maybe it's the late nights you've spent alone, wrestling with a choice, quit or keep going, while the clock ticked past 2 a.m. and your sanity frayed. Those aren't just memories, they're payments, deposits in a currency the soft will never touch. But here's the twist. Those scars aren't just proof you made it through. They're the wealth you carry. Every time you fell and got back up, every time you pushed past the breaking point, you didn't just survive, you cashed in. That failure that gutted you, it bought you a thicker skin. That night you worked until your vision blurred, it paid for a resolve that doesn't bend. That slog through the mud, literal or not, when you wanted to quit but didn't, that's grit, stamped into you like a coin pressed from iron. The darker the struggle, the bigger the payout. The world sees scars as flaws, ugly little reminders of what went wrong. You see them as capital. The more you've got, the richer you are in what matters. Think about the people who've made it, the ones who stand taller than the rest, who walk through life like they own it. You think they got their scar free? Hell no. They've got gashes you can't even see, late nights that turned into years, failures that hit like freight trains, moments they dragged themselves forward when every muscle begged to stop. They didn't dodge the trade, they leaned into it. They paid with every ounce of themselves, every doubt swallowed, every rejection endured, every time they chose the hard road over the handouts. Their scars aren't regrets, they're their fortune, their power, and yours can be too. You're not new to this. You've been trading all along, even if you didn't name it. That breakup that left you hollow, staring at the ceiling for hours. You paid with tears and got back a spine that doesn't break so easy now. That job you lost, the one you thought defined you, until you had to scrape by and rebuild. You paid with pride and bought a hunger that doesn't quit. That time you set a goal, run a mile, write a book, save a buck, and fell short, only to try again and again until you crossed the line. You paid with shame and cashed in resilience. You're already in the game. You've got a wallet full of scars, and it's heavier than you think. But here's the catch. This trade doesn't work if you don't see it through. You can't half-ass it. You can't pay the price and then hide the scars like there's something to be ashamed of. You've got to own them. Wear them like armor. Stack them like gold bars. Every time you fail, every time you push past the edge, you're not just earning a mark. You're building a vault. A reserve of strength that no one can touch, that no bad day can drain. The soft ones out there, the ones who dodge the grind, who coast through life looking for the easy exit, they'll never know that wealth. They'll stay broke, unmarked, untested. You're different. You're in the dirt, trading blows with life, piling up a fortune in scars that'll carry you further than they'll ever dream. So what's it going to be? You've got a choice right now. You can keep drifting. Let the days slide by. Dodge the hard stuff. Keep your hands clean and your soul light. Or you can step into the trade. Pay up. Take the late nights, the failures, the slog through the muck, and turn them into something tangible. Something you can feel in your bones. Every scar's a coin. Every struggle's a payout. The deeper you go, the richer you get. You're not here to play it safe. You're here to buy power with every drop of sweat and every ounce of will you've got left. Look at your scars. Count them. They're not wounds. They're your wealth. Start trading. Start now. You've heard the deal. You feel the weight of it. This isn't just talk. It's a way to live. A way to turn every brutal moment into something you can hold. Something that makes you stronger. Here's how you take this scars as currency trade and make it real. Day in, day out. These aren't gentle tips. They're your tools to pay the price and stack the wealth. Commit to them, and you'll see what you're worth. Step 1. Face the grind. Chase the scar. Start today. Pick one thing you've been avoiding. Something hard. Something that'll cost you. A workout that leaves you gasping. A task you've dodged for weeks. A call you'd rather skip. Don't ease in. Dive straight into the deep end. Set a time. 6 p.m. You're doing it. No excuses. Push until it hurts. Until your lungs burn, your hands shake, your brain begs for a break. That's the payment. When it's done, feel the scar forming. Write it down if you have to. Ran 3 miles. Paid with sweat. That's your first coin. Do this daily. Chase the struggle. Earn the mark. Step 2. Catalog your vault. Track the trade. Get a notebook, a scrap of paper, something rough and real. Every night, list the scars you earned that day. Not just the wins, the costs too. Stayed up till 1 a.m. finishing the proposal. Scar of exhaustion. Missed the deadline but started over. Scar of failure. Be specific. Where did it hurt? What did you give? Then note what it bought. Grit to keep going. Proof I don't quit. Keep it raw. Keep it honest. Stack those entries like a ledger. Watch your wealth grow. Look back weekly. See the fortune you're building. Step 3. Wear the marks. Own the pain. Stop hiding. When you fail, when you push, when you pay, don't shrug it off or play it small. Tell yourself, this is my trade. Miss a goal? Say it out loud. I paid with this stumble. I bought a lesson. Work late? Flex it. I traded sleep for progress. When someone asks why you're tired, don't mutter rough day. Say, I've been in the dirt, earning. Wear your scars like a badge. Let them remind you what you're trading for. Shift your mind. Pain isn't a loss. It's a purchase. Step 4. Raise the stakes. Pay more. Get more. Once a week, up the ante. Pick a bigger price. A scar that cuts deeper. Run double your usual distance. Tackle a project that scares you. Say no to something easy when every fiber wants yes. Set a deadline. Sunday, it's done. Push past the edge. Past where you'd normally stop. When you're shaking, doubting, ready to crack. That's the sweet spot. Pay it. Earn it. Write that scar down. Ran 10K, legs dead, bought endurance. The darker the struggle, the richer the payout. Keep raising it. Your vault's got room. Step 5. Spend the currency. Use the wealth. Those scars aren't just to hoard. They're to spend. When life hits, a setback, a doubt, a day that feels like quicksand, reach into that vault. Remember the late nights, the falls, the mud you crawled through. Tell yourself, I've paid for this. I've got the scars to prove it. Use them. Let them steady your hands, harden your voice, push your feet forward. You're not starting from zero. You're cashing in a fortune you've already earned. Lean on it daily. It's yours to burn. Step 6. Mark the milestones. Celebrate the trade. Every month, pause. Look at your ledger, your scars, your stack of payments. Pick one that stands out. Failed the pitch but pitched again. Worked 3 nights straight, and mark it. Scratch a tally on your wall, tattoo it if you're bold, or just sit with it in the dark. That's not a pat on the back. That's a nod to the trade. You paid, you bought, you're richer for it. Then set the next milestone, another scar, another coin. Keep trading. Don't stop. This is your life now, a relentless exchange. You'll fail some days. Pay with shame. Buy resilience. You'll push others. Pay with sweat. Buy power. Every scar's a coin. Every struggle's a deal. You're not here to stay smooth. You're here to get marked, to get rich in what counts. Start today. Pay up. Stack the vault. The trade's open, and it's yours to run. That's the trade laid out for today, warriors. To all you grim-faced warriors out there, the ones who've been in the dirt with me, stacking scars, trading every brutal moment for power, thank you. You're the blood in this movement, the ones who don't flinch at the price, who turn the mud and the late nights into a fortune of grit. You're not just here, you're paying up, building something real, and I'm damn honored to have you in this fight. You keep the vault heavy, and that's what makes us unstoppable. And to the fresh faces watching, the ones just feeling the weight of this deal, welcome to the Grimface movement. You've tasted it, haven't you? That itch to stop dodging the scars and start trading them instead, to turn the hard stuff into currency. This isn't just a video, it's your shot to step into the grind, to pay the price and claim the wealth. Don't sit there counting scratches. Hit that subscribe button, join the movement, and get in the trade with us. We're not here to coast or crumble. We're here to bleed, to build, to rise. You've got a place among the Grimface warriors if you're ready to pay up. Subscribe, stack your scars, and let's get rich in this together. See you in the next deal. Listen, right now, as you're sitting there, breathing, blinking, maybe sipping your coffee or scrolling through your phone, there's a clock ticking. It's not on your wall, not on your wrist. It's deeper. It's carved into your bones, etched into every cell of your body, counting down with a rhythm you can't stop. Every second, every heartbeat, every flick of your eyes across this screen, it's dropping. Minutes, hours, days, years. A clock with your name on it, ticking towards zero. You don't know when it stops. Could be tomorrow, could be decades, but it's moving, relentless, unforgiving. And here's the gut punch. You're dying, right now, not in some distant abstract future. Now every breath you take is one less you've got left. So what are you doing with it? Screwing around, waiting for the right moment, letting procrastination steal what's yours? Or are you ready to face that clock, feel its weight, and start running it like it's a race you can beat? This isn't a scare tactic. It's not about curling up in a corner, terrified of the end. No. This is a wake-up call, a brutal, ice-cold slap to snap you out of the haze. You're not immortal. You're not some eternal flame flickering forever. You're flesh and blood, a finite spark, a blip on a timeline that's already halfway gone, or more. You've been coasting, haven't you? Telling yourself there's time to start that project, time to hit the gym, time to chase the dream you've been kicking down the road. Tomorrow, you say, like it's a promise. It's not. Tomorrow's a thief, and every delay you let slide is a chunk of your life. It's pocketing, laughing as it slips through your fingers. That clock doesn't wait. It doesn't negotiate. It ticks, and you're either running with it or bleeding out to it. Picture it. Close your eyes for a second. Really see it. A clock, old and rusted, hands spinning faster than you want to admit. Your name scratched across the face in jagged letters. Every tick is a second gone. Every talk a minute you won't get back. You're what? 25? 30? 40? Do the math. Average lifespan's around 80 if you're lucky. Less if the world's got other plans. Subtract your age. That's your rough count. Your years left, your days left, your hours left. 50 years? 40? 20? Now cut it into seconds. Millions, sure, but they're draining fast. You've already burned through a third, maybe half, maybe more. What have you got to show for it? A pile of laters? A stack of half-finished plans? That's what procrastination does. It robs you blind while you're busy pretending you've got forever. You've felt it, haven't you? That quiet nag when you waste a day, binging shows, scrolling feeds, letting the hours melt into nothing. It's not just guilt. It's your gut screaming that something's wrong, that time's slipping, that the clock's hands are moving and you're standing still. You've had those mornings where you wake up, groggy, hitting snooze like it's a game, telling yourself you'll get to it. And then it's night, and you're staring at the same undone list, the same unrun miles, the same unstarted dreams. That's not laziness. That's theft. You're stealing from yourself, from the you that's clawing to get out, the you that knows there's more, the you that's watching that clock and begging you to move. Every "I'll do it later" is a pickpocket, dipping into what's left of your life. But here's the flip. Here's where the dark turns sharp. That clock, it's not just your enemy, it's your fuel. It's not here to crush you. It's here to light a fire under your ass. You hack your mind to feel it, to let that ticking sink into your gut, like a drum beat you can't ignore. You're not immortal, and that's your power. Every second's a deadline, every minute's a shot, every day's a chance to grab what's yours before it's gone. You don't have forever, and that's why you don't wait. You don't delay. You don't let procrastination win. You run the clock like it's a race, because it is. You're dying, sure, but you're not dead yet. And until that last tick, you've got a say in how this goes. Think about it. You've seen the years slip already, birthdays piling up, candles you can't count anymore. Remember 10 years ago? Feels like yesterday, doesn't it? That summer you swore you'd change, that job you meant to leave, that goal you scribbled down and forgot. Blink, and it's gone. Now picture 10 years from now. Where are you? Still waiting? Still pushing it off? Or standing taller, scars earned, battles fought, because you stopped screwing around and started running? That clock's not slowing down, it's speeding up, and every second you waste is a second you'll never claw back. You've lost enough already. Childhood's a memory, youth's fading, and middle age is creeping or already here. How much more are you willing to give away? Let's make it real. You're 30. Say it out loud. Average life's 80 maybe. That's 50 years left. 18,250 days if you're counting. Sounds like a lot, right? It's not. Sleep takes a third. 6,000 gone. Work another third. 6,000 more. You're down to 6,000 days, give or take. 15 years of waking hours to live, to fight, to matter. And that's if you're lucky. If the clock doesn't punch out early. You're at 40, 30 years left. 10,000 days, maybe 3,000 to actually do something. 50, 20 years, 7,000 days. A handful of hours to cash in. Every snooze, every scroll, every meh, later. It's not just a moment. It's your life bleeding out, drop by drop, while you watch. You've had brushes with it, haven't you? That scare, the doctor's call, the car that swerved too close, the night you couldn't sleep because the what if hit too hard. For a second you felt it. The clock, the edge, the end. Your heart raced, your palms sweated, and you swore you'd change. Start tomorrow, live harder, stop wasting it. Then the sun came up, the fear faded, and you slid back into the same old rut. That's the trap. You don't feel the ticking until it's loud, until it's too late. But you don't have to wait for the siren. You can hack it now. You can make that clock your pulse, your rhythm, your reason to move. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now look at the ones who got it. The ones who built something, who left a mark, who lived like they meant it. They didn't have more time. They had less bullshit. They felt the clock. They knew it wasn't a suggestion. It was a deadline. Edison burning midnight oil, inventing while the world slept. Tick. alley training when his body begged to quit, dodging punches, and years. Tick. That single mom, working 2 jobs, raising kids, still smiling. Tick. They didn't wait. They didn't procrastinate. They ran the clock, paid the price, cashed the days. You think they were special? They weren't. They were just awake. Awake to the ticking. Awake to the theft. Awake to the race. You can be too. You're not here to drift. You're not here to let the days blur into a gray smear of maybe someday. You're here to feel that clock in your chest, to let it shake you loose from the quicksand of delay. Every tick's a question. What are you doing? Every talk's an answer. Move now or lose it. You don't have forever. You don't even have tomorrow. Guaranteed. You've got this breath, this heartbeat, this moment, and it's already slipping. So what's it going to be? Keep screwing around, letting the thief take what's yours? Or start running the clock like it's a fight you can win? You're dying, right now. Make it count. You've heard the tick. You feel it now, that gnawing pull in your gut. This isn't just a wake-up call. It's a blueprint, a way to hack your mind and live like the clock's your fuel, not your jailer. Here's how you take the death clock and burn it into your days. How you kill procrastination and ignite the urgency you've been dodging. These aren't soft suggestions. They're your orders. Follow them, and you'll run the race. Slack off, and the clock wins. Step 1. Set your timer and face the number. Start today. Grab a pen, a scrap of paper, your phone. Something. Write your age. 30, 40, whatever. Average lifespan's 80. Subtract it. That's your rough years left. 50, 40 less. Multiply by 365 days left. 30 years, 10,950 days. 40 years, 14,600. Cut a third for sleep, down to 7,300 waking days maybe. Write it big. 7,300 days left. Stick it where you'll see it. Mirror, desk, wallet. That's your clock ticking. Look at it every morning. Feel it sink in. No fluff, just truth. You've got less than you think. Move now. Step 2. Beat the tick. Start with 1 strike. Pick one thing you've been delaying. Small, real, gnawing. That email you owe, the run you skipped, the page you meant to write. Set a 5-minute timer. 5 minutes to start, not finish. When it rings, you're in. No excuses, no later. Feel the clock's pulse. Every second you stall is stolen. Do it daily. Same time, 7 a.m., 6 p.m., whatever sticks. 5 minutes turns into 10, then an hour, then a habit. You're not waiting for motivation. You're outrunning the tick. Stack those strikes. Procrastination bleeds out fast. Step 3. Rig the alarm and make it sting. Hack your wake up. Set your alarm. Loud, harsh, across the room. Label it. Death clock. Move or die. When it screams, you're up. No snooze, no bargaining. Splash cold water. Do 10 push-ups. Shout if you're alone. Anything to jolt you awake. That's the tick hitting your chest, reminding you. This day's not infinite. Tie it to your number. 7,300 left. This is 1. Do it every morning. Let it burn the fog off. You're not easing in. You're racing out. Step 4. Mark the hours. Track the drain. Get a cheap watch, a timer app, something that ticks. Set it to chime hourly. 8 a.m., 9 a.m., on. Every chime, pause. Ask, what did I do this hour? Wasted it scrolling? Note it. Lost 3,600 seconds. Crushed a task. Mark it. Bought 3,600. Keep a tally. Notebook, phone, napkin. End the day. Count the losses versus the wins. See the clock draining. Feel the theft. Do this daily for a week. Watch the urgency grow. You'll stop pissing time away when you see it bleed. Step 5. Spend the days and chase the big cut. Once a week, raise the stakes. Pick one thing that matters. Something you've pushed off for months. A side hustle, a hard talk, a 10K run. Break it into 7 daily bites. Monday, plan. Tuesday, first step, on. Set a deadline. Sunday, it's done. Tell yourself, this is 7 of my 7,300. Spend it or lose it. Feel the clock's teeth. Every delay's a day gone forever. Push till it's dead. Weekly, you're not just living, you're cashing in big. Step 6. Nightly talk, face the countdown. End each day with a reckoning. 10 minutes, no distractions. Sit in the dark, clock in mind. Ask, what did I trade this day for? List the wins. Ran, wrote, fought. List the thefts. Scrolled, stalled, slept. Then subtract 1 from your number. 7,299 left. Say it out loud. 1 less. Feel the tick, the talk, the drop. Plan tomorrow. One thing you won't let slip. Do it every night. That's your drumbeat, your reminder. Time's not waiting. This is your race now. You'll slip. Scroll too long. Snooze once. Miss a day. Fine. Get back up. The clock doesn't care about your excuses, but it respects your fight. Every step you take, every second you seize, you're running it, not it running you. Burn that number into your skull. 7,300, 5,000, whatever's left. Feel it. Live it. You're dying. Right now. Start beating the clock today. That's the clock laid bare for today, warriors. To all you grim-faced warriors out there, the ones who've been running this race with me, staring down the ticks, fighting every talk, thank you. You're the pulse of this fight, the ones who don't blink when the countdown hits, who turn every stolen second into a strike. You're not just here, you're beating the clock with me, and I'm damn proud to have you in this trench. You keep the fire alive, and that's what makes us relentless. And to the new blood watching, the ones just hearing the tick for the first time, welcome to the Grimface movement. You've felt it, haven't you? That gut punch, that urge to stop drifting and start running before the hands hit zero. This isn't just a wake-up call. It's your shot to join the ranks, to live like time's yours to seize. Don't stand there counting down. Hit that subscribe button, lock in, and run with us. We're not here to wait or waste. We're here to fight, to claim, to outlast. You've got a place with the Grimface Warriors if you're ready to beat the clock. Subscribe, step up, and let's make every tick count together. See you in the next race. Look up. Go on. Look. You won't see them, not with your eyes, but they're there. The strings, thin as spider silk, sharp as razor wire, tight as a noose coiled around your wrists, your throat, your soul. You've felt them your whole life, haven't you? That invisible tug when you dared to dream something bigger than the box they built for you. That brutal yank when you stepped too far, too fast, too free. Fate, society, fear. Call it what you want. The puppeteer doesn't care what name you give it. It's been pulling you across this cracked, splintered stage since the day you stumbled into this world. A marionette in a play you didn't write, didn't audition for, didn't even want. You're not alone up there. Look around. Rows of us, dangling, jerking to the same hollow rhythm. Some don't even notice anymore. They've learned to love the dance, to smile as the strings carve deeper into their flesh, to nod along as the spotlight blinds them. They've forgotten what it's like to stand still, to breathe without permission, But you're different. You feel the weight, the itch, that quiet, gnawing rage in your gut that screams, "This isn't my show." It's been there so long you can't remember a time it wasn't. A ember glowing in the dark, waiting for you to fan it into a blaze. Close your eyes. Picture this. An attic. Not some bright, airy loft, but a suffocating cage of shadows thick as tar, the air choking with dust and the stink of rot. A figure stands there, hooded, faceless, a silhouette carved from the gloom. Their fingers tremble, not with fear, but with something hotter, something feral. They grip the threads, their threads, and they snap them. Not clean, not quiet. Each break is a jagged, defiant crack, like bones shattering under a hammer, like glass exploding in a storm. The strings fall, coiling in the dirt like dead snakes, and the figure doesn't run, doesn't laugh, just stands there, still as death, breathing heavy as the dust swirls into a cyclone around them. That's you. That can be you. This isn't about hope. Let's burn that lie to ash right now. Hope's a cheap drug they peddle to keep you swaying, a carrot on a stick you'll chase until your legs give out. It's the puppeteer's favorite trick. Dangle a promise of someday, so you never look at right now. No, this is spite. Pure, molten, unshakable spite. You don't cut the strings to be free. Freedom's a fairy tale for fools who think the world's a meadow waiting to bloom. You cut them to prove the puppeteer wrong. To spit in its faceless grin and scream, "You don't own me. Not anymore." Every snap is a middle finger to the hands that thought they'd choreographed your end. Every severed thread, a scar you carve into its myth of control. They'll tell you it's impossible. Oh, they'll scream it from the rafters. That the strings are iron, the stage is locked, the script is etched in stone. They'll whisper it in your ear. Your parents, your boss, that nagging voice in your skull that sounds like you but isn't. They'll laugh from their balconies while you claw at the threads, mocking your bloody fingers, your shaking fists. Let them talk. Let them cackle. Because the second you tear one loose, just one, the whole damn theater trembles. The lights flicker. The audience gasps. And the puppeteer? It falters. It's not invincible. It's not a god. It's just loud. And you're louder. This is your rebellion. Not some grand, shining revolution with banners and anthems. This is a quiet, vicious war fought in the dark, in the attic of your own mind. The puppeteer's had its run. Years, decades, maybe your whole life, twisting you into shapes you didn't choose. But the stage isn't its anymore. The strings aren't unbreakable. And you're not a puppet. You're a blade, sharp, unyielding, forged in the heat of your own fury. This isn't about escaping the theater. It's about turning it to ash. And it starts with one cut. So here's your moment. Right now. The attic's waiting, dust and all. The shadows are calling. The threads are taut. And that ember in your gut? It's ready to ignite. Grab the strings, your strings, and rip them apart. Not for peace, not for glory, but for the sheer savage thrill of watching the bastard above you flinch. You're not here to bow. You're here to break. Prove it. Prove them wrong. Start cutting. But how? How do you take this fire, this rebellion, and make it real? How do you step out of the theater and into the attic, scissors in hand? It's not enough to feel the rage, to hear the words. You've got to do something with them. You've got to turn spite into steel, defiance into action. So let's tear it down to the bones. Here's how you cut the strings. 5 steps to rip the puppeteer's hands off your life. Step 1. Name the puppeteer. You can't fight what you can't see. The first cut is clarity. Sit alone, somewhere quiet, somewhere real. No screens, no noise. And ask yourself, who's pulling me? Is it fear, whispering you're not enough? Is it society, chaining you to a script of shoulds? Job, house, smile, repeat. Is it your past, dragging you back with every step? Write it down. Name it. Give it a face. It's not some vague cosmic force. It's specific, personal, and it's been laughing at you too long. Mine was shame. A leering, hollow-eyed thing that tied me to mistakes I couldn't unmake. What's yours? See it. Know it. Because the second you name it, it stops being a shadow and starts being a target. Step 2. Find the first string. Don't try to snap them all at once. You'll choke on the tangle. Start small. Start close. Look at your day, your week. What's one thing you do because it says so, not because you want to? Maybe it's staying silent when you want to scream. Maybe it's clocking into a job that's a slow death. Maybe it's smiling when you're breaking. That's your first string. It's not the thickest, not the tightest, but it's there, and it's yours to cut. For me, it was saying yes when I meant no. A thread so thin I'd stop noticing it, until I did. Find yours. Mark it. You're not dismantling the whole stage yet. You're just loosening the grip. Step 3. Snap it with spite. This is where the rebellion ignites. Take that first string and break it. Not gently, not timidly, but with every ounce of venom you've got. Quit the soul-crushing meeting. Tell the truth that's been rotting in your chest. Walk away from the person who's been winding your strings tighter for years. Do it messy, do it loud, do it because the puppeteer thinks you won't. When I cut mine, I told someone who'd owned me too long that I was done. Not for closure, but to watch their smug mask crack. It wasn't pretty. It didn't need to be. The point isn't perfection. It's defiance. Feel that snap. Taste it. Let it echo. Step 4. Stand in the dust. After the cut, don't run. Don't look for the next string yet. Stand there, like that figure in the attic, and breathe. The dust will swirl. Chaos, guilt, doubt, maybe even panic. The puppeteer will howl, flailing to tie you back. Let it. You've just proven it's not omnipotent. It's desperate. This step is about owning the wreckage. I stood in mine for days, heart pounding, second-guessing every move, until I realized the theater didn't collapse. The world didn't end. I was still here, untethered. You will be too. This is where you learn the truth. You don't need the strings to stand. Step 5. Keep cutting. One string isn't the war. It's the first battle. The puppeteer's got more, and it'll adapt, tugging harder, weaving new threads from your habits, your hesitations. So you keep going. Name the next one. Find it. Snap it. Stand in the dust again. Each cut makes you sharper, meaner, more you. It's not a sprint. It's a slow, deliberate carving of your own shape out of the puppet they made you. I'm still cutting mine. Some days it's fear, some days it's expectation. The attic's never empty, but neither am I. You won't be either. This is your rebellion now. Make it relentless. And that's it. Grimface warriors. Another string snapped. Another crack in the puppeteer's stage. To those of you who've been here, cutting alongside me, battle after battle, thank you. You're the shadowed few, the ones who don't bow, who keep the fire burning when the dust settles. This rebellion's stronger because of you. To the new faces out there, lurking in the dark, feeling that first tug of spite, welcome. You're not just watching, you're stepping into the attic. The Grimface movement isn't a club, it's a war against the strings, and we need blades like you. Hit that subscribe button, join the ranks, and start snapping. This stage isn't big enough for puppets anymore. Let's burn it down together. See you in the shadows. "10 years from now, you'll stand at a crossroads of your own making. You'll look back at this moment, right here, right now, and you'll either feel the fire of gratitude burning in your chest because you clawed your way out of the pit, or you'll choke on the ashes of regret, suffocated by the chances you let slip through your fingers. The clock is ticking, and it doesn't care about your excuses. Most of you will waste the next decade chasing shadows, empty promises, fleeting highs, the same tired mistakes, while the relentless few surge ahead, leaving you in the dust. But it doesn't have to be that way. This isn't about luck or genius. It's about learning the brutal truths of this game called life and playing it with every ounce of blood and bone you've got. I'm not here to hand you fairy tales or pat you on the back. I'm here to drag you through the muck of reality and show you the lessons that can forge you into something unbreakable. Lessons I wish I'd carved into my soul a decade ago. These aren't feel-good cliches. They're the cold, hard principles that separate the wolves from the sheep, the victors from the forgotten. If you want to skip the years of aimless wandering, if you want to stop being a ghost in your own story, then listen close. The next 5,000 words are your map out of the abyss. This is your wake-up call. Let's begin. The game you didn't know you were playing. Life is a game, and most of you are losing because you don't even know you're in it. You drift like a ship without a rudder, reacting to storms, following the currents of someone else's tide, never once grabbing the wheel. The winners? They see the board. They learn the rules. They play to dominate. And the first rule is this: your mind is the battlefield. Every thought you let fester, every doubt you indulge, every distraction you chase. It's a move in the game, and it's either pushing you toward victory or dragging you to defeat. You've got to master your head before you master anything else. The world doesn't bend to your whims because you wish it would. It bends to the actions you take, and those actions start between your ears. Fear, hesitation, self-pity, they're parasites, eating away at your resolve. The top 1% don't win because they're smarter or luckier. They win because they've turned their minds into weapons, sharpened by discipline, aimed with intent. You want a life that lights you up? Stop waiting for it to happen. Take control of the game, or it'll play you. Step 1. Lock down your mind. Grab a notebook. Something rough. Something that feels like it's seen a fight. Every morning, write down 3 thoughts dragging you down. I'm not good enough. I'll fail. What's the point? Then write why they're lies. Burn them out with evidence from your life. Times you've survived, moments you've pushed through. Do this for 30 days. Train your mind to spot the enemy within and crush it. Intent starts here. Life's a bastard. Stop whining about it. Here's the second truth. Life is hard, and it's never going to be easy. The sooner you stop wishing for a soft landing, the sooner you start climbing. Most of you waste your energy raging at the unfairness of it all. Why me? Why now? Why this? Every obstacle feels like a personal slight. Every setback a reason to curl up and quit. That's the trap. Expecting ease turns you into a punching bag. Life hits, and you just take it, whimpering. But when you accept the grind, when you stare into the teeth of the storm and say, I'm ready, everything changes. Hardship isn't your enemy. It's your forge. The resistance you hate is the fire that shapes you. Stop playing victim and start playing predator. Obstacles aren't here to break you. They're here to test you. And when you expect them, when you train for them, you don't just survive, you thrive. Step 2. Embrace the suck. Pick one thing in your life that's kicking your ass right now. Money troubles, a dead-end job, a relationship on the rocks. Write it down. Then list 3 ways it's making you stronger. Patience, resourcefulness, grit. Every day for a week, do one small thing to face it head on. Make a call, cut a tie, take a risk. Stop dodging the pain. Lean into it. It's your fuel. Stop thinking, start doing. Overthinking is a coward's game. You hesitate, you analyze, you wait for the stars to align, and while you're stuck in your head, someone else is out there doing. Perfectionism is just fear in a fancy suit, whispering that you're not ready. Newsflash, you'll never be ready. The greats didn't wait for certainty. They moved, they messed up, they figured it out. Action beats hesitation every time. You can't improve what doesn't exist. Stop planning and start building. The first step doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be taken. Step 5. Break the paralysis. Pick one thing you've been stalling on. A call, a project, a change. Set a timer for 10 minutes and start it. Doesn't matter if it's messy. Momentum kills doubt. Do this once a day until moving feels natural. Run your life like a war room. Your life is your empire, and you're either the ruler or the pawn. High achievers don't wait for orders. They strategize, they execute, they own the outcome. The average drift, blaming the wind when they crash. No one's coming to save you. Every choice, every hour, every move, it's on you. Treat it like a business. Cut the fat, sharpen the edges, build the machine. Step 6. Take command. Audit your day. Write down everything you did yesterday, every hour, every distraction. Circle what's useless. Cut it tomorrow. Replace it with one move toward your goal. CEOs don't waste time. Neither should you. Trust the voice inside. Your gut knows before your brain does. It's a compass in the fog, whispering truths you're too scared to hear. How many times have you ignored it, only to kick yourself later? Intuition isn't magic. It's your subconscious piecing together what your eyes miss. The best don't just think. They feel, they act, they trust. Doubt slows you down. Instinct speeds you up. Step 7. Tune in. Next time you're torn, stop. Breathe. Ask yourself, what's my gut saying? Write it down, then act on it once. Just once. See what happens. The more you listen, the louder it gets. Obsess or fade. Mediocrity is for the half-hearted. The top dogs don't dabble. They obsess. They live their mission until it's carved into their bones. Casual effort gets you casual results. If you're not consumed, if you're not all in, someone else is, and they'll outrun you every time. Obsession isn't madness. It's focus with fangs. Step 8. Go all in. Pick your fight, your craft, your dream. For 1 week, give it everything. No distractions, no half measures. Sleep less, work more, feel the burn. Obsession builds unbreakable things. Build your fortress. Every thought, word, and deed. It's either armor or a chink in it. Most sabotage themselves daily. Whining, doubting, wasting time. The strong audit everything. They cut the weak links and forge steel. Your mind's a fortress. Guard it, or it falls. Step 9. Purge the poison. For 24 hours, track every thought, every word. Cross out what weakens you. Replace it with power. I will. I can. I'm enough. Act only on what builds you. Weakness dies when you starve it. Know your lane, dominate it. You can't be everything. Stop chasing every shiny thing and master your corner. The best don't scatter. They focus, they deepen, They own their role. Find your edge. Sharpen it. Wield it. Excellence isn't broad. It's precise. Step 10. Own your strengths. List 3 things you're damn good at. Pick one. Spend an hour this week honing it. Practice, study, push. Double down. Mastery beats dabbling. Stress is a signal. Move. Stress isn't work. It's inaction. It's the gnawing ache of knowing you're stalling. Action cuts through it like a blade. Move, decide, do. Clarity follows. Sitting still breeds chaos. Step 11. Kill stress with motion. Next time you're stressed, name the cause. Take one small action against it. 5 minutes now. Watch the fog lift. Motion is your weapon. Never stop sharpening. Success isn't a fluke, it's evolution. The winners don't coast. They grind, they learn, they adapt. If you're not growing, you're dying. Commit to the climb, and the peak finds you. Step 12. Keep evolving. Add one new skill this month. Coding, writing, lifting. Spend 30 minutes daily on it. Growth compounds. Stagnation rots. Fuel the machine. Your energy's your lifeblood. Starve it with junk, neglect, exhaustion, and you're a shell. Feed it. Sleep. Sweat. Eat like you mean it. And you're a force. Low energy, low results. Simple as that. Step 13. Optimize your core. Fix one energy leak this week. Sleep 8 hours. Ditch sugar. Walk 30 minutes. Track how you feel. A strong body powers a strong life. Anchor to something bigger. The unshakable tap into a higher power. Faith, purpose, a code. It's not about rewards. It's about meaning. When you're driven by more than yourself, you don't break. Find your North Star. Follow it. Step 14. Define your why. Write one sentence. I fight for this. Pin it where you see it daily. Let it pull you through the dark. Respect is blood, not breath. Words are cheap. Action commands. Show up, deliver, repeat. Respect follows. Talkers fade. Doers rise. Step 15. Back it up. Make one promise to yourself today. Keep it. Small, real, done. Respect starts with your own word. Master the grind. Results come from process, not wish lists. Obsess over the work, the steps, the craft, and the scoreboard takes care of itself. Chase outcomes, and you'll always lag. Love the game, and you win. Step 16. Lock in. Pick one task tied to your goal. Do it daily for a week. No shortcuts. Master the move, not the dream. Be the outlier. Your weirdness is your weapon. Conformity kills. The greats don't fit. They stand out. Own what makes you you, and the world bends. Step 17. Unleash it. Name one quirk you hide. Show it once this week. Unfiltered. Bold. Your edge is your power. Happiness is the hunt. Stop chasing happy. It's not out there. It's in the chase, the grind, the growth. Pursue what sets your soul on fire, and joy sneaks in. Step 18. Find your fight. List 3 things that excite you. Pick one. Spend an hour on it this week. Happiness follows purpose. Love the one in the mirror. You're your worst enemy or your best ally. Beat yourself down, and you'll settle for scraps. Lift yourself up, and you'll demand the world. Choose. Step 19. Stand tall. Write 3 things you've survived. Read them daily for a week. You're tougher than you think. Bet on yourself. Every dawn's a do-over. Yesterday's gone. Good or bad, it's dust. Today's yours. Reset, attack, repeat. The winners don't dwell. They move. Step 20. Start fresh. Each morning, write one thing you'll crush today. Do it. Tomorrow's a blank slate. Keep swinging. To the returning warriors, those of you who've been here, weathering the storm with me, staring down the abyss week after week, Thank you. Your grit fuels this fire. You're the iron backbone of this fight, and I see you, unyielding in the shadows. Keep coming back. Keep pushing. The war's not over. And to the new blood, the ones just stepping into this pit, welcome. You're not here by accident. You felt the pull, the hunger for something real, something raw. This is the Grimface movement, a legion of the relentless, the scarred, the unbroken. We don't promise easy. We promise strength. Join us. Subscribe to the struggle. Step into the dark and forge your place. The next battle's already begun. Don't just watch it. Live it. Listen. Close your eyes for a second and feel it. The hum of the world around you. The steady pulse of your breath. The faint tick of time slipping through your fingers. It's not loud, but it's there. A quiet rhythm that's been playing beneath your life for as long as you can remember. That sound, it's not just a clock, it's a question, a challenge. Every beat asks, are you going to keep coasting, or are you finally going to step into the ring? Because here's the truth, not a soft whisper, but a cold, clear shout. Most people don't stumble because life's rigged, or because they're missing some secret code. They falter because they've built a fortress out of their own excuses, brick by fragile brick, and they've gotten too comfortable hiding inside it. You know the words. They roll off your tongue like a reflex. I don't have time. I'm too tired. It's not the right moment. Someone else had it easier. They feel good in the moment, don't they? On a cold night. But here's the hard part. The piece you've been dodging. Those aren't explanations. They're weights. They're anchors chaining you to a version of yourself that's smaller, softer, less alive than you were meant to be. You're not failing because the world's against you. You're stalling because you've been letting yourself off the hook, day after day, until someday became your anthem. Picture it. Your life. Right now. Not the polished version you show the world, but the raw, unfiltered one. The mornings you meant to get up early but didn't. The projects you swore you'd start but shelved. The quiet promises you made to yourself in the dark. Better health, bolder moves, bigger dreams that somehow turned into dust. That's not fate. That's not bad luck. That's you, choosing comfort over courage, one excuse at a time. And the worst part? Deep down, you feel it. That restless ache, that gnawing tug in your gut. It's not guilt, it's potential. It's the real you, the one who's tired of waiting, pounding on the walls of this cage you've built, begging you to break it down. But here's the flip side, the spark in all this mess. You're not stuck. Not yet. The hard truth isn't a dead end. It's a doorway. Your weaknesses aren't a prison sentence. They're raw material. You've got everything you need to turn this around. Not luck, not handouts, but grit, choice, and a fire that's been smoldering longer than you realize. Excuses are the only thing standing between you and the life you keep imagining when the room's quiet and the doubts are loud. And the best part? You can beat them. Not with fairy tale hopes or empty pep talks, but with deliberate, relentless action and a mind that learns to bend steel instead of breaking. This isn't about overnight miracles. It's about waking up, stepping up, and building something real, one hard-won inch at a time. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to start. And I'm going to show you how, step by step, with a plan that's tough but doable. A roadmap from where you are to where you're meant to be. This is your reckoning, not with the world, but with yourself. Let's tear down the excuses, and forge something unbreakable. Step 1. Look hard. Own the mess. You can't fight what you won't see. So we start here, at ground zero, facing the truth. Grab a mirror. Doesn't have to be literal, just a moment of honesty, and look yourself square in the eye. Ask the question that's been lurking. What's the excuse I keep leaning on? I'm too busy? I don't know where to start. I'll get to it later. Don't dodge it. Don't soften the edges. Let it land. Write them down, every single one. Make a list. It might be 3 lines, it might be 30. Doesn't matter. The point is to get them out of your head and onto the page where you can see them for what they are. Flimsy little shields you've been hiding behind. Now take it a step further. For the next 7 days, track your time, like it's a detective case, and you're the lead investigator. Use a notebook, an app, a scrap of paper, whatever sticks. Log everything. That hour you spent working, write it down. The 15 minutes you scrolled through TikTok, log it. The nap that turned into 3 hours, put it in there. Be ruthless about it, not to shame yourself, but to see. At the end of the week, spread it out in front of you. Add it up. Where did your 168 hours go? You'll spot the leaks, the chunks of time that evaporated into nothing, the habits that stole more than they gave. It might sting. You might feel a twist in your stomach when you see how much slipped away. That's okay. That's good. That twist isn't failure. It's clarity. It's the first crack in the wall. You're not hiding anymore. You're awake. Step 2. Cut the fat. Forge the foundation. You've got your inventory. You've seen the mess. Now it's time to clean it up. Not gently, but decisively. Ruthless self-discipline isn't about turning into a machine. It's about choosing what matters and sticking to it, like your life depends on it. Pick one habit from that list. The biggest time thief. The laziest crutch. Maybe it's your phone pinging you into oblivion every 5 minutes. Maybe it's hitting snooze until the day's half gone. Maybe it's just one more episode that turns into a season. Whatever it is, don't ease off it. Cut it out. Full stop. Delete the app. Move your alarm clock to the kitchen. Cancel the streaming subscription for a month. Make it hard to cheat. Then, replace it. Don't leave a vacuum. Fill it with something that moves you forward. If you ditch the phone at night, pick up a book for 20 minutes. If you kill the snooze button, lace up your shoes and walk around the block. Keep it simple but firm. The rule is, no excuses, no breaks. Commit to it for 30 days. That's your proving ground. If you slip, say you cave and reinstall the app. Don't wallow. Reset the clock and start over. This isn't about punishment. It's about building. You're laying the first stone of a foundation that can hold a skyscraper. Think of it like a blacksmith forging steel. You don't get a blade by tapping the metal. You hammer it, heat it, shape it. That's you right now. Every day you stick to this, you're pounding out the dents of your old self. Step 3. Rewire the fight. Master your mind. Your head's a noisy place. Always has been. That voice that pipes up when the alarm blares or the deadline looms. I can't. This sucks. Why bother? It's loud, persistent, and sneaky as hell. But here's the deal. It's not the boss of you. Not anymore. This step is about taking control, turning your mind from a critic into a coach. Call it psychological strategy, not warfare. Less blood, more chess. Every time life throws a punch, a missed goal, a harsh word, a rainy day that kills your run, don't let that voice take over. Pause, breathe, then flip the script. Tell yourself, This isn't a roadblock. It's a chance to prove what I've got. Write it down if it helps. Keep a scrap of paper in your pocket. Say it out loud when you're alone. Start small. 5 minutes a day. Sit somewhere quiet and picture yourself facing something tough. A late night at work, a hard conversation, a mile you don't want to run. See that voice kicking up dust? See yourself stepping over it, calm and steady. Over time, you'll train your brain to spot the opportunity in the obstacle. You're not dodging punches, you're learning to hit back. Step 4. Check the score. Sharpen the edge. You don't improve by guessing. You improve by knowing. Every week, carve out 20 minutes, Sunday night works, and review your game. Pull out your time log, your habit streak, your wins and slips. Be straight with yourself. Where did you stick to the plan? Maybe you crushed that no phone rule 5 days straight. Where did you bend? Maybe you snoozed twice. Don't judge, just dissect. If you won, nod to yourself, then raise the stakes. Add 10 minutes to your reading, 1 more push-up. If you faltered, ask why. Late night? Bad planning? Fix it. Tweak the system. Keep a running tally of the excuses you've kicked. I'm too tired. Gone. I'll do it tomorrow. Buried. It's not a trophy case. It's a progress report. You're not aiming for flawless. You're aiming for forward. Think of it like tuning a car. Check the engine, tighten the bolts, keep it running smooth. Step 5. Lean into the stretch. Grow through the tension. Here's a truth that hums under everything. Growth lives where comfort ends. That flutter you feel when you think about asking for a raise, starting that blog, or running that extra mile. It's not a warning, it's a signal. This step is about leaning into it. Every day, pick one thing that makes you pause. Doesn't need to be epic. Emailing someone you respect, signing up for a class, saying no when you'd usually cave. Do it. No overthinking, no rehearsals, just go. First time, your pulse might spike. 5th time, you'll feel the shift. Make it a ritual, your daily stretch. Maybe it's speaking up in a meeting when you'd normally stay quiet. Maybe it's tackling a chore you've dodged for weeks. The tension's the point. It's where you expand. Think of it like stretching a muscle. It pulls, it resists, then it grows. Step 6. Stack the wins. Build the momentum. Wins aren't just endpoints. They're fuel. Every time you follow through, every logged hour, every crushed excuse, every stretched limit, mark it. Not with fireworks, but with a quiet tally. Stack them. 1 day becomes 3. 3 becomes 10. 10 becomes a month. Don't just chase the big prize. Chase the rhythm. Celebrate the grind. The 5 a.m. wake-ups. The pages read. The moments you chose discipline over drift. Each one's a link in a chain, pulling you forward. Picture it like rolling a snowball downhill. Start small, a single push. Then it builds, gathers speed, gets unstoppable. That's you. Step 7. Look back to leap forward. See the distance. Every 30 days, stop. Look back. Pull out your notes, your logs, your tally. Compare today to day 1. See the ground you've covered. Not to brag, but to fuel up. You're not the same person who started. That old you, the one who shrugged and said, maybe later, they're a shadow now. Ask, what's next? What excuse haven't I tackled? Set a new mark. Raise the bar. You've got the tools. Use them. This isn't a finish line. It's a springboard. Step 8. Share the load. Lift others. You're climbing now. You've got traction. Don't hoard it. Share it. Tell someone what you're doing. Not to boast, but to connect. Maybe it's a friend who's stuck, a coworker who's drifting. Say, I'm trying this. It's working. Want in? Teach them one step, tracking time, cutting a habit. Lift them as you rise. It's not charity, it's reinforcement. Helping others locks in your own gains. That rhythm's still there, ticking steady. It's not counting you out, it's counting you in. Every beat's a shot to choose, drift or drive. The world won't hand you the keys, but it'll turn its head when you build something worth seeing. You're not here to float through a half-lived life, clutching someday like a lifeline. You're here to carve your mark, to forge a legacy out of the excuses you've left behind. So what's it going to be? Another day of I'll try, or the first day of I am? The clock's ticking. Your story's waiting. Start writing it. And now, a word to the crew that keeps this fire burning. To my returning grim-face warriors, those of you who've been in the trenches with me, facing the hard truths, swinging the hammer of discipline, and staring down the doubts week after week, thank you. You're the heartbeat of this thing. Every time you show up, every time you push through the muck and keep climbing, you prove what this is all about. Not just surviving, but thriving. You've taken the hits, shed the excuses, and built something real. I see you. I honor you. You're the steel in the spine of the grim face movement, and I'm damn proud to stand with you. And to the new faces out there, the ones who stumbled across this today, maybe feeling that tug in your chest, that whisper that says there's more to you than what you've settled for, welcome. This is your invitation. The grim face movement isn't a fan club. It's a call to arms. It's for the ones who are tired of coasting, ready to ditch the crutches, and step into the fight for their own lives. You don't need to be perfect to join, just willing. Willing to look at the mess, pick up the tools, and start building. We're not here to coddle you. We're here to challenge you, to cheer you on as you turn your some days into right nows. Hit that subscribe button, join the ranks, and let's get to work together. The warriors are waiting. You're one of us now, if you choose to be. This is the Grim Face way. Face the truth, own the grind, claim the win. Let's keep moving. See you in the next one. They want you weak. They want you distracted. They want you obedient. From the moment you wake up, you're under attack. Your phone is a battlefield, your mind a prize. The system doesn't come at you with chains or guns. It doesn't need to. It has something far more effective: distractions. Every algorithm, every flashing notification, every ad disguised as entertainment, it's all designed to steal your focus, to keep you passive, to make sure you never build the discipline needed to break free. Because a man who is undisciplined is easy to control. A mind that can't focus is a mind that can be led. They feed you endless streams of cheap dopamine, turning your attention span into a shattered mess. They keep you entertained so you never have to sit in silence and ask yourself, what the hell am I doing with my life? They are betting that you will stay weak. They designed the world to keep you busy with nonsense, mindless scrolling, processed food, shallow pleasures. They want you fat, slow, and constantly seeking the next small hit of gratification. Because the moment you choose discipline, the moment you choose to master yourself, you become a problem. They don't want problems. They want predictable, distracted, manageable people. You think it's a coincidence that everything that makes you stronger, reading, working out, mastering a skill, feels hard at first, and everything that makes you weaker, junk food, social media, binge watching, feels effortless. That's the design. That's the trap. How you outplay them. You stop playing by their rules. 1. Control your inputs. Stop feeding your mind garbage. What you consume determines what you become. Every useless video, every piece of gossip, every hour lost on meaningless entertainment, it's all a weight dragging you down. Start feeding your mind power. Books, deep thinking, hard truths. 2. Starve the weakness, feed the strength. Cut out what makes you soft. Dopamine detox. Delete the distractions. Wake up earlier. Train harder. Build something real. The world only respects those who produce results. 3. Weaponize your focus. Your attention is your greatest asset. Guard it like your life depends on it, because it does. Cut out the noise. Control your time. Work when others play. Learn when others waste away. Become their worst nightmare. A man who controls himself cannot be controlled by anyone else. A man who has discipline cannot be manipulated. A man who is unstoppable is a threat to the entire system. You don't have to announce it. You don't have to scream it to the world. You just move different. With precision, with intent, with a mind they can't break. While they stay lost in the fog of distraction, you sharpen your mind like a blade. While they waste years on nothing, you build something that lasts. While they laugh, thinking life is a joke, you become the force they never saw coming. Let them think you're just another sheep. Let them think you're playing along. Then outwork them, outthink them, outlast them. And when they finally realize you're no longer under their control, it will be too late. Because you've already won. The system is betting on you failing. Prove them wrong. This isn't about making small changes. It's about restructuring your entire existence to become untouchable. If you want to break free, you need a plan. A ruthless execution strategy that puts you ahead while everyone else rots away in distraction. Here's how. 1. Control your inputs. Guard your mind like a fortress. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your biggest liability. Right now, it's likely under siege, bombarded by distractions, useless information, and mind-numbing entertainment. It's time to take control. Steps to implement. Purge the trash. Delete social media apps that waste your time. Unfollow accounts that add no value. Turn off notifications. Control what you consume. For every minute you spend on entertainment, spend 5 on self-education. Read books on strategy, finance, psychology, and discipline. Listen to content that makes you sharper, not duller. Master. Selective. Ignorance. Not everything deserves your attention. Cut out news that fills you with fear, gossip that poisons your mind, and conversations that drain your energy. Outcome: your mind becomes a weapon, not a playground for distractions. 2. Starve weakness. Feed strength. Eliminate what makes you soft. Discipline isn't just about adding new habits. It's about removing the things that sabotage you. Every ounce of weakness you tolerate is a chain, keeping you enslaved to mediocrity. Steps to implement. Destroy your vices. Alcohol, junk food, endless scrolling, laziness. These are your enemies. Cut them out ruthlessly. Train like it's life or death. Because it is. Your body is your machine. Build it strong. Set a training regimen and follow it with military precision. Wake up before the world. The early hours belong to the disciplined. Wake up at 5 a.m. Take control of the day before the world even opens its eyes. The outcome: you start moving with power, not sluggishness. 3. Weaponize your focus. Create systems, not excuses. The undisciplined let their environment control them. The disciplined engineer their environment to force results. Steps to implement. Set unbreakable daily routines. Define your day before it starts. Plan the first 3 hours with absolute structure. Hour 1. Exercise. Wake up your body and mind. Hour 2. Learning. Read, study, sharpen skills. Hour 3. Execution. Work on your highest priority goal. Kill distractions with a schedule. Set work blocks with 0 interruptions. No phone, no notifications. Just deep work. Make discipline automatic. Remove the need for willpower. Automate good habits. Set alarms for every task. Meal prep so you don't eat garbage. Schedule workouts like business meetings. Non-negotiable. The outcome. You become unstoppable because your actions are dictated by systems, not feelings. 4. Build a war chest. Financial freedom is freedom from control. Money is leverage. The system controls people through financial dependence. You want true freedom? You need to build your own economic power. Steps to implement. Cut unnecessary expenses. Every dollar wasted on liabilities is another chain on your neck. Track your money like a hawk. Earn, invest, multiply. Make money work for you. Learn high-income skills. Invest in assets that grow. Stop chasing instant gratification. Create multiple streams of income. A single paycheck is a single point of failure. Own your time by building businesses, investments, and skills that pay you long-term. The outcome. You become financially sovereign, untouchable by corporate slavery or economic crises. 5. Master the art of moving in silence. Powerful people don't announce their plans. They execute. Loud people seek validation. Silent people control the board. Steps to implement. Stop talking. Start doing. No one needs to know what you're working on. Let your results speak for you. Become a ghost in the system. While others argue online, waste time proving points, and chase attention, you move in silence, stacking skills, wealth, and power. Disappear to level up. Take a break from socializing. Cut out unnecessary relationships. Use that time to build yourself into something unrecognizable. The outcome. The world won't see you coming until it's too late. Final warning. The system will fight back. If you commit to this path, understand one thing. The system will try to pull you back. Your old habits will whisper for you to return. Your weak friends will mock your discipline. Society will tell you you're too intense. Good. Let them talk. Let them laugh. They won't be laughing when you own your time, your body, your wealth, and your mind. The choice is simple. Be controlled or be in control. Be another pawn in their game. Or flip the board over and build your own. You decide. To the returning Grimface warriors, you already know what this is about. You've been in the trenches. You've been sharpening your mind, cutting out weakness, and stepping into the power they never wanted you to have. You are the resistance. And every time you show up, every time you apply these lessons, you take one more step toward the unstoppable force you were meant to be. For those of you new to this movement, welcome to the other side. This isn't a place for the soft. This isn't where we pat you on the back and tell you everything will work out if you just believe. No. This is where we tell you the truth. The hard, cold truth that most people run from. And then we show you how to win. If you're ready to break free from the system that's been keeping you weak, if you're ready to stop being distracted and start dominating your own life, then subscribe now. Hit the bell. Lock in. Because we're not just talking. We're building warriors. And once you're in, you'll never see the world the same way again. Stay sharp. Stay relentless. And as always, move in silence. Dominate in reality. Welcome to Grimface. Let's get to work.